All right. Well, howdy, Internet land, and welcome. And thank you for joining us for the 2021 Austin Fall Frenzy. Our first lifter of the day is Rachel Madrigal.
Easy first squat.
Very easy first squat. My name is Scott Dobbins, and I'm joined here by Hector Bustillos. We're both locals here in Austin, and thank you for joining us this morning.
It's good to be here. Good to be back in powerlifting. Glad to see meets popping up everywhere again. Really glad to just be back, you know.
That's right. We love this sport, and we're glad that it's back for us.
Kayleen Gallegos with 62.5 kilos on her first squat attempt.
A lot of lifters here today, this is their first meet and possibly their first competition since the coronavirus pandemic shut everything down.
Another easy squat.
Very easy squat. All right, Allison Gertie is up next, lifting in the raw open 63 kilo division. I'd like to give a shout out to our wonderful hosts for this contest, Liberation Barbell Club here in Southeast Austin. And of course, the platform provider, Alico, providing the best equipment that money can buy.
So up next we have Allison Gertie with an 85 kilo squat attempt. After her we have Anusha Majid, and then Lisa Dam is in the hole.
Yes. For those of you new, you can follow the live scoring of this event using the link in the description of this video on LiftingCast.com, where you can see the up-to-date live scoring for the lifter that you're tuning in to watch. Very easy squat for Allison. Nice and springy. The referees say that it is a good lift. We're going to crank it up here to 95 kilos for Claudia Romero. Man, those plates are pretty, aren't they, Hector?
Absolutely gorgeous. Have you played with the new racks at all?
I have. They're quite a feat of engineering.
I just don't like the removable foot pads, but aside from that, the everything else is A1. I really love the levers that allow you to bring it like in and out.
Yes, that is I believe a already certified patent by Alico in the United States and abroad. Being able to bring the racks in and out with ease was an unsolved problem in powerlifting for a long time. Claudia Romero here, 95 kilos. Solid opening attempt for her. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. In powerlifting, there are 3 referees that will watch the lift. Their decisions will be indicated in the bottom right hand of your screen. They will either say that it is a good lift and give a white light, or they say it is a no lift and give a red. A lift must get 2 out of 3 whites in order to be successful. 2 out of 3 reds, 2 out of 3 lights being red is a not good lift.
Do we have the cards up?
We do have the cards up. So whenever a referee says that a lift is not good, they must indicate why. And then they indicate that by a color on the bottom, and that you will see like that left referee threw a red 1. That indicates that right referee thought the squat wasn't quite deep enough. That lifter needed to go a little bit lower. But because they got 2 white lights, that is a good lift.
I'm always curious to see, how people approach their first squat. The first couple ones, real easy. The third lady, she, struggled a little bit. Honestly, that's more my game. I like to struggle a little bit for that first attempt.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alrighty, well, we got Lisa Dam here. Our first junior of the flight, 84 kilos weight class, and she'll be squatting 107.5 kilos. Sinks it.
Easy work for Lisa. And that's 3 white lights. That is a good lift. We're cranking it up to 112.5 for Natasha Greenwood. Something to keep in mind, all of these numbers are in kilos. Powerlifting is an international sport, so all large contests that you see will be lifting with kilos. This is about 257 pounds.
About, or did you do the quick math in your head?
It's about.
It's about. All right.
I also did the quick math in my head.
For those of you watching at home, 2.2046 is the conversion for kilos to pounds.
So that's a good lift, 2-1. That right referee just thought that the squat could have been a little bit lower. But it is a good lift nonetheless. The next lifter is Reedy Sentra.
Is she still lifting for A&M or at A&M, or has
I'm
she
not sure.
graduated?
I believe she's graduated, but she was a student at Texas A&M University in College Station.
Still repping the socks.
Oh, yeah.
Almost had to turn away at an equipment check, you know?
Oh, yes. You are a Texas University graduate.
Hook 'em horns, you know?
Those socks are limited edition, folks. You can't get those. Reedy Sentra, 112.5. Solid opener for Reedy. And it's a good lift, 2-1. Gabrielle Polanco is up next, 125. We're going to put 2 red plates on the bar there. That is 275 pounds for this lifter. Bar is loaded for Gabrielle.
Oh. I know her by Gabby. I didn't know her full name, actually.
This is 275 pounds.
As you can see, she's wearing Progressive Overload
Load.
T-shirt. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Progressive Overload Dallas.
Yep.
Also known as POD, one of the premier powerlifting gyms in the DFW area.
I really like that we're going the educational route, you know, just kind of teaching everybody what's what.
That's a good lift, 2-1. Not everybody's as familiar with powerlifting as we are, Hector. We're a little bit insane and like to spend all of our free weekends going and working for free and giving back to the sport that we love. And some people, this is the first powerlifting meet they've ever seen.
That's true. That's
they're tuning in to watch a loved one, friends and family, and just want to understand what's going on and be able to wish their lifter well.
Hope y'all are enjoying the stream. Started out still ironing out some details, but you know, getting out. Ooh.
Madison Palmer, let's see if that was deep enough.
Did she?
Oh, it is not deep enough. Yes, that is a no lift for depth. She needs to squat lower than that. It was no issue on strength standing up with it. So all she has to do is sit a little bit deeper next time and she'll be able to get that lift.
Whenever you miss your first squat, do you normally go up anyway, or do you keep it as is to get in the meet?
So that's a difference in philosophy. It depends on
you personally.
Me personally,
yeah.
I would take it again. I tend to be more conservative on meet day. I've seen way too many lifters miss a squat on depth that was easy, go up and wait for their second, and then squat it deep enough but not have the strength to finish it. And that's just shooting yourself in the foot.
Julissa Hernandez, slow onto the descent.
Oh, that was quite easy. That's about 303 pounds, and she made easy work of that.
Almost slid off her back. I actually bombed out like that once.
By the bar slipping off your back?
No. With I kept going up. Like I missed my first squat on depth, but I was so confident that I didn't look at the lights. This was in high school.
Ah, yes.
And I didn't look at the lights, and I just walked away. I was like, go up, you know. Like I told my coach, move on up. He's like, you sure? I was like, well, yeah, obviously. I didn't know I'd not made the lift. And I did that one more time. And then on my last squat, I still didn't hit depth and, you know, bombed out.
Came back to bite you. So that's the type of scenario that keeps the conservative athlete and coach up at night.
A little bit.
So if it was me, I would take it again, but it depends if you've got confidence and your training reflects that, you know, that you're good for a lot more. Some people will go for it.
Yeah.
Rachel Madrigal taking her second attempt at 62.5, made a 5-kilo jump from her second. Sits down there, stands up with it easy. That's a good lift, 2-to-1. Yes, that was a borderline squat on depth.
Looked a little spooky to me, but that's mostly just because she sat in the hole a little bit longer than she should have. You know, if you're gonna make it high, make it quick.
Right.
It says squat Dobbins.
Yes, whenever you hang out down there on the bottom of the squat, you give those referees quite a long time to observe you and determine whether you're deep or not. Bar is loaded for Kayan Gallegos. She's elected to increase 10 kilos, which is about 22 pounds off of her opening attempt.
Let's go.
And that's easy lift. Allison is up next, going for 92.5. This is a little over 200 pounds.
So we're now on to second attempts. 2 lifters ago, you know, they got one more shot. They got this shot at squat and the next one, and that's it. And then it's on to the next flight.
That's right. So in a powerlifting event, most athletes will do 3 squats, 3 benches, and 3 deadlifts. Whenever we have groups of lifters, we call those flights. So one flight will do all 3 of their squats, and then the second flight will do all 3 of their squats. And then the first flight will do all of their benches, and so on and so forth until we are done with the session. This is session 1 in the morning, and that looked like an easy lift for Allison, and it is. She gets 3 white lights.
She really saked that.
Oh, yes. You can tell the lifters on meet day who train very deep.
It'll be there on meet day.
Mm-hmm. Famous last words.
The red flags memes. Have
yes,
you seen those?
I have seen the red
it'll
flag
be there on
memes.
meet day. I don't need to tell you why you're doing these movements. Anusha Majid with, I hope I'm saying that correctly, with a 97.5 kilo squat.
This is a very small increase. This is the minimum number that you can go up. Maybe a right call. Yeah, just looked a little bit technical on there. Certainly the strength was there, but that's a good lift for her, 2-to-1.
In USAPL, you can judge depth from the front. That is not the case for all federations, but in USAPL, the head judge can judge depth.
Yes, the chief referee has the right to determine that a squat was not low enough. Claudia Romero is up next, going for a nice, crisp 100 kilos. This is 220 pounds. Oh,
Nice,
good
nice,
fight.
Nice.
Showing off that mouthpiece there.
100%
That's a good lift. Hector, have you ever used a mouthpiece when you lift?
No, but I probably should. My top teeth get hooked onto my bottom teeth whenever I'm deadlifting.
Interesting.
Yeah, just you know.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, just kind of clicks.
Yeah.
I should probably start wearing one for deadlift. Squat and bench though, I should be fine.
I started it years ago, and now I don't know what to do with my mouth whenever I don't have one. Lisa Dam is up next, 115. This is 254 pounds for this junior lifter, meaning that she is between 20 and 23 years old. In USA Powerlifting, we have age divisions. We have an age division for you, regardless of who you are or how old you are. Gets the squat command. Very crisp for Lisa. And
Good
she
lift.
earns 3 white lights.
Right now we got Riti, again, the A&M alumni. And then after that, the woman who failed her first attempt.
This
Not
is
to say that
this is
negatively.
actually Natasha Greenwood. Reedy is up next.
Thank you. But yeah, Madison, she missed her first squat. She's in the hole right now, and she still decided to go up. So, curious to see how that'll go.
Natasha Greenwood, 117.5. This is 259 pounds.
Ooh, solid.
Very solid. got the rack command, and that is a good lift. She earns 3 white lights for her effort. Now we have Reedy Santra.
Gotcha. We have so many raw lifters today. You know
I believe they're all raw today.
No, but raw, as in like, just like minimum.
The raw.
Yeah, like they just show up in a singlet and they're ready to.
The Lady Gaga, raw.
Rah.
I see, yes. They don't even need wrist wraps or knee sleeves. They are purists in every sense and form. Reedy Santra, 117.5.
Maybe just new, Ooh.
Sits it low enough, stands up with it. That should be a good lift. And it is 2-1.
Keone's a little tough on him today.
Yes, we got Keone over there on the side. He is our newly elected state co-chair and also a national level referee. Cranking it up to 130 for Madison. She missed her opening squat just on depth, but had no problem standing up with it. This you do see this sometimes. The lifter missed it, but had a pretty easy time with it. And so they just go up a small amount, literally the minimal amount that you can increase your weight. And all she has to do is just sink it a little bit lower, and she should be fine.
Nice.
That looked deep enough to me.
Same here.
Let's see what the referees think. That is a good lift.
Good lift. She's in the meet.
She is in the meet.
Looks like everybody gets to keep going on the bench.
That's right. So in the sport of powerlifting, I mentioned that you do 3 squats, 3 benches, and 3 deadlifts. The heaviest successful lift in each discipline is added together for your total. However, if you miss all 3 of a discipline's lift, you are what's called a bomb out, and that means your total is 0. You are still allowed to compete in bench, but it means you will not finish the meet. So we try to avoid bomb outs. Nobody wants to see another lifter bomb out. And hopefully we do not today. Gabrielle Polanco is up, 132.5, just cranking it up 7 kilos from her opening attempt. About 15, 16 pounds or so. A modest jump. Gets it set on her back. You want to lock that bar in there. You don't want it moving anywhere.
Heaviest squat out of the 52 kilos weight class.
Yes. Currently forecasted in first place. Oh, come on.
Nice.
That was a good grind for Gabrielle.
Definitely lift low enough.
3 white lights, and that is a good lift.
Heaviest squat of the round. After this, we'll be restarting the order.
Yes.
147.5 kilos for the heaviest squat so far.
Bar is loaded.
She went up 10 kilos. That's a bigger jump.
That is quite a large jump.
Only getting to move up in increments of 2.5, you go from small jump to huge jump really fast. It's just.
So I believe this lifter is out of Oklahoma State University, if I'm to believe the singlet. Wherever she's from, she is certainly strong. 147.5. This is 320 pounds. Easy work.
Oh, yeah. She's the one that I said the bar almost came off her back last time.
Yeah.
Almost happened again.
It's not a bad thing whenever you finish the squat and the bar kind of shoots off your back a little bit because you finished it with such force.
No, and she sinks it, too.
Mm-hmm. We are rolling back over now to Flight A, Squat 3. So these will be the heaviest squat attempts for these lifters today. This is where they're really going to push it and see what they can do.
Might see a lot of red lights here. Do not be alarmed. Everything's going as it should. But, some people just really shoot high on their third squat or just, they just gave it all they got.
Some lifters' philosophy is they will just, hit their main goals on their seconds and then try to shoot for the moon on the third. But Rachel certainly had a lot more in the tank today, and that was an easy squat for her.
Easy peasy.
All right, Gallegos is up next. Only going up 5 kilos, 11 pounds to 77.5.
Probably should save this for bench, but have you ever seen the analytic on how men and women, the comparison on failing third attempts?
I would think that men fail third attempts a lot more than women do.
On deadlift, yes. But women fail third attempt bench a lot more.
Interesting. Is that a open powerlifting statistic?
Yeah.
Gallegos. Oh, just a little bit too much for her.
Didn't
She'll be
have
credited
enough.
with her second.
Not quite. But yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Arian.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
Arian Kamisi.
I think he either did it or he,
I see, yes.
did some of the research for it. He put it up one day. Yeah, we failed lifts at the third attempt, squats about the same, men and women.
Interesting.
But men fail deadlift more because risk-taking behaviors, I think. And then women fail bench more because
We're just careless.
the increment is, 2.5 kilos of a bench on a woman's bench is a lot more
That is fair.
than a men's bench.
We got Allison here shooting for 97.5. This is about 215 pounds. Oh, come on.
She's got it.
Oh, yeah, she finishes it. She's got a smile on her face. Let's see what the referees say. It is a good lift. 3 white lights. And Allison finishes 3 for 3 on the day. Claudia Romero is up next, going for 105. This is 231 pounds. Bar is loaded for Claudia Romero.
Really digging the music.
Yes, we have good house audio in this event. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag the stream for copyright infringement. Claudia Romero, 105 kilos, and she pushes through.
I think she's got it.
Oh, she's got that one. That was a good fight, the right number, and it's a good lift, 2-1. That's what you like to see, Hector. You like to see lifters really pushing it and wringing out that squat every single kilo they've got on that day.
I really do appreciate that. It makes it more interesting, and it's just hype. I don't
Yes.
know. The first squats are always tough to watch. Third squats, though. I love third squats. If a meet could be all third squats or third attempt lifts, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Anusha Majid. Oh, no,
Not
just a
quite.
little bit too much there. That one was a moonshot, I think. That's a no lift for her. She'll be credited with her second, though.
Yeah. Still doing good.
Still doing good. Yes, it is a very green flight, as we call it. We've had lots of made lifts, only 3 misses so far. It's been a successful day so far for the lifters out there on the platform here in Austin. Bar is loaded for Reedy Santra.
She's squatting twice as much as the person closest to her in her body weight. Not her. Yeah.
Well, she's forecasted second right now. So it looks like there might be some discrepancies between the other lifts. There are some lifters that consider themselves specialists in a certain exercise. There are some people who make their money, per se, on squats. This is Reedy Santra, 120 kilos. Oh, just a little bit too much. But you know what? That's okay, Hector, because her second was 117.5, which tells me that she squatted the most that she possibly could today. And that's all you can ask for from a lifter, is that they lift the most they can that day, and you don't leave any kilos out there on the platform by making too aggressive jumps. So Reedy should feel good about her performance on squat today.
Certainly.
Natasha Greenwood is up next, 122.5, lifting in our newly minted 69 kilo weight class for 2021. This is a new weight class also with the 76 kilos. Currently forecasted in first place.
I think she's got it.
Yep, a
Looked like a pretty
little bit of
solid
wiggle on the
squat.
bottom, but it earns 3 white lights, and that's a good lift.
Good. Yeah, honestly, I'd completely forgotten about the 69 weight class since the last meet that I've been at that I didn't compete at. You know, it's been a minute.
It's quite a while.
I think it was your meet. I think it was the Ignite meet.
The Capital City Classic.
Yeah, that was the last meet I ref.
Yeah, that was June of 2020. That was a lifetime ago.
Yeah, we thought we were on our way out.
Slowly but surely we are. Lisa Dam is up next, 122.5, electing to increase 7.5 kilos. I believe her coach is Kyle over there from Project Strength.
Oh, that's him?
I believe that is him.
Oh, I didn't know that's what he looked like.
Yes, I believe he has a very nice facility out of Houston.
So I've heard. I really wish my hair matched my singlet. That'd be cool.
Yes, color coordination is pertinent on meet day. Lisa takes this big squat at 122.5. This is about 270 pounds. Oh, makes nice work of it. Little
good.
bobble, but she knows she's got it.
I really like that.
That's 3 white lights. You'd love to see it.
And the crowd's going wild.
Sounds like she's got some fans today.
Project Strength always rolls pretty deep. They show up with the whole crew, everybody supporting. Seems like they got a good community going on.
They
over
do.
there.
They're very respectful. I've had nothing but wonderful interactions with them. Madison Pomeroy is up. She made pretty easy work of 130 and has elected to go up about 10 pounds, 11 pounds or so, which is 5 kilos. Oh, she looks excited. She wants this squat. The patented hair flip, I'm sure. Walks it way out there. That was deep enough.
I'd say so.
That looked good to me, Hector. Let's see what the judges say. That's
All
a good lift. 3 white lights. All right, Gabrielle Polanco is up next. This is our top 52 kilo women. $137.5 kilos. My goodness, this is about 303 pounds or so. This is almost a triple body weight squat here for Gabrielle. This is quite a lot out of Progressive Overload Dallas, part of the Pod fam. Should be having a USA Powerlifting sanctioned meet coming to Pod in January 2022.
Is that official, or is that
It's pending right now.
pending right now? Yeah. It's not gonna be-
Oh.
I would say they may have grabbed it too early.
They may have grabbed that one a little early. But she's not going to get credit with that one. I think Keone, our side referee there, is getting up to discuss with the other referees to see if the spotters took it early. If the referees agree that the spotter did take it early, Gabby will get another shot at that one at the end of the round, which will be pretty quick, actually.
She gets a 5-minute break.
No, it would be 3. It would be 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Those little technicalities.
Hold on real quick.
Slowing down the meet real quick.
Sarah. Should go again?
Yeah.
3 minutes?
Well, there's another lift.
This was 3. 4th you follow.
Okay. 3 minutes. Hey.
Sorry, Jalissa. We held her up a bit, but yeah, we've decided to give, or not we, but as the meet, we have decided to give Gabby another shot at the squat.
Yes,
since
the
spotters definitely took that way too early.
The referees conferred, and Gabrielle will get another lift at the end of the round. She will be lifting after Alyssa. But right now we got Alyssa right here with 155 kilos. This is 342 pounds, my goodness.
Heaviest squat of the morning, and it looks like
she grinds through it. That's easy work for Alyssa. No problem at all.
Very solid. Really appreciate that. Now we have a little bit of an extra timer.
Yes, we do.
For Gabby.
So Gabby is going up. So Gabby will be going up right now.
She has 3 minutes.
She has 3 minutes, yes.
Typically after each lift to go on to the next lifter, there's a solid minute break. Or the person has a minute to approach the bar once it is ready. In this case, because Gabby got that squat taken away from her, for lack of a better way to say it, she gets a nice 3-minute break after the last lifter to be able to repeat the squat.
Yeah, so the rule book has protocols for situations like this. Since the squat was taken early, she does get to take it again at the end of the round. However, she was the second to last lifter in the round, and so that means that she did her first squat. Alyssa came next, and then now Gabby has to go again. And in a scenario like that where there's one lifter between her basically doing 2 attempts, it is a 3-minute clock. So she gets a 3-minute clock versus a normal 1, and she can come out and do this squat anytime she wants in this 3 minutes.
Good to know. Good to know. It's kind of a niche
Yes.
rule, but it's certainly obviously coming in handy. Never want anybody to, miss out on a lift because the volunteers, maybe made a mistake. Because not everybody here who is helping out is
Nobody's perfect, Hector. And our spotters do err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
They would rather save a lifter from a potential hard miss than not. And so it's no fault of the spotters at all. It happens. It's just part of the game. That's why we have rules for it. Protocols in place to give the lifter another shot. Some lifters, a 3-minute turnaround is a pretty short time. It depends on what your rest periods are in the gym when you're training.
Certainly. Well, I don't mean to talk down on anybody. I just have a problem with negative language,
Of course, yes.
But it's, we understand.
Yeah, our spotters are doing a great job today. They're keeping people safe. They're loading those weights fast. They are the pulse of the meet. They are what keeps it going.
Speaking of, please be kind to our judges on the internet.
Yes, for those of you who are new, USA Powerlifting refs are essentially all volunteers donating their time and effort and monies in order to travel around and support the sport. This is very much so a grassroots organization, and we try to put on the most professional event possible.
With only volunteers, so
For the most part, yes. Even competition directors, for the most part, they funnel all the money into things like the stream and the backdrop you see and the very nice equipment on the platform.
Excellent job by Sarah. I gotta be honest, I really like the setup.
Yes, this is quite a good setup. We are constantly ratcheting up the production quality here in USA Powerlifting meets.
Yeah, I think I was telling she about to come out. How much more time do we have?
There's about 43 seconds for her.
Optimal rest. Looks like she's getting ready.
Yep.
Come out.
She's got about 30 seconds, and here she comes. All right, we got Gabby trying to get this squat back. 137.5. She was successful at 132.5, so this is 11 pounds more than her second. She's got this squat, but it's going to probably be a grinder out of Progressive Overload Dallas.
It's probably going to be tough,
but she's certainly capable. Come on, Gabby.
Let's go, Gabby. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's
There
go,
you
let's
go.
let's
Push
go.
through. Just a little bit too much today, but she'll be credited with 132.5 on her second. It's always tough whenever you have to essentially follow yourself, but that's part of the game. And you got to have short-term memory in powerlifting just like you do in most other sports. So for Gabby, it's time to move on to bench press now and focus on that. And with that squat, we are now rolling over into Flight B. That is our second group of lifters here this morning.
Are we just getting right into it? Any break in between, or are we just
there will be a break after Flight B squats. We will take a 10-minute break.
Alrighty.
But right now, we got Miranda Duncan here lifting in our 84 kilo plus class, opening weight of 85 kilos. Oh, no, it looks like the lifter took a step after receiving the squat command. Let's see what the referees say on this one. Yes, that is a no lift, Hector. The lifter took out the squat, set their feet, indicated to the chief referee that that's where she wanted to squat, got the squat command, took a step. That is not allowed. So a minor technical issue, you must follow the commands in the sport of powerlifting. For the squat, there are two. There's the squat command and there's the rack command. That was certainly an easy lift for Miranda, and she'll be able to make
get it next time.
Oh, definitely should. Now we have our first master lifter of the meet. For those of you who are new, we offer a master's division here in USA Powerlifting. So if you think, my best days are behind me, I'm old, I surely can't compete against these young kids in their prime, don't worry, we have a division for you. The Masters division is for 40 to 49-year-old lifters, specifically the Masters 1,
squat.
And that was quite an easy squat. The Masters lifters are some of the most inspirational lifters to watch at a powerlifting meet. Some of them have been lifting for 40 years. Some of them have been lifting for 4 months, and everything in between. Vanessa Panzino is up next, 125. She's calling for 275 pounds on her opening attempt.
Trying my best to commentate here, but I'm just really enjoying the show. You know, I really just like watching it, and I just get absorbed every time the head judge says squat.
You just
lose
zone
it.
in.
Yep.
Seemed like a good squat for Vanessa. Let's see if it was deep enough. Just barely, 2-to-1 good lift. All right, we're going now up over 300 pounds for Patricia. This is 142.5. This is about 315 pounds. So for at your home gym, this is probably about 3 45-pound plates on each side.
Honestly, that's the only reason I don't like the kilo plates.
They're deceiving, aren't they?
They're deceiving. It looks like I'm doing way less weight than I am.
Yes, but whenever you realize what they are, it's quite scary.
Indeed.
These plates are designed to allow insanely inhuman lifts to be done. So you can stack those reds up really far. Patricia here, 142.5, gets the squat command, sets it. Very smooth opening attempt.
Looks very good.
The referees say that it is a good lift.
She works out with me at Lift ATX.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, she's pretty cool. Real good friend.
Nice.
Good pal.
We love cool lifters here in USA Powerlifting.
Oh, yeah, she helped me out at my last meet. She was my handler. And so I was like, hey, I'll be here to support you today. And I'll be talking mess on you on the internet. So do good.
Part of the game. Do it with love.
Now we got Angel Flores representing Liberation Barbell Club, our host for this meet.
155 kilos, 342 pounds. Oh, I think this might be an easy squat.
I think so, too. I really like attacking the bar on the rack. And, you know, whenever it's just popping up when you're trying to set up, you know it's going to be easy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was easy money.
Put some weight on there.
Easy money. I would suspect we would see quite a large jump on the second attempt for that lifter.
I sure hope so.
Okay, now we're going to the opposite end of the spectrum here. We saw the Masters lifter just a couple attempts ago. Now we have a teen lifter, Thomas Riggs, lifting in the Teen 1 division, which is 14 and 15-year-olds. Once again, USA Powerlifting, we have a division for you.
It's quite a bit of weight for a teenager, I'll be honest.
This is 172.5. This is about 380 pounds.
Think we'll see over 400 today?
I think so.
I guess. Maybe a little too early to tell. I'll see after the squat, I guess.
Thomas walks out that squat. Oh, he's a little crooked, but quite fast.
Strength is definitely there.
Oh, yes, it is. And that's a good lift, 2-to-1. Side referee on the left thought he squatted just a little bit high, but nonetheless, that is a good lift, and he gets to move on.
I thought from here it looked pretty deep, but
Those side referees, they certainly have the best seat in the house.
without a doubt.
Bar is loaded for Leonard, lifting in the 66 kilo class, 175. This is 386 pounds, rocking the newly minted Inzer Ergo Pro knee sleeves. They're pretty incredible, aren't they, Hector?
I don't like them.
It's like if neoprene and lead had a baby. That's what those knee sleeves would be made out of. Some
They're
of the
so
stiffest, rubberiest, heaviest sleeves in the game. Leonard takes this at 175. Big breath, locks in his back. Takes the descent down. Very controlled opening attempt, and that earns him a good lift, 2-to-1.
Very good squat with knee wraps.
Hector's a little biased, ladies and gentlemen. He thinks that those knee sleeves are a little bit stiff. I, for one, love them.
I mean, personal opinion, I think they should stay in the equipped division, but that's my personal opinion.
Hey.
They are approved by the IPF.
They are
and the
IPF
USAPL.
approved.
I can't argue it, so I'm not going to complain, but I will let you know.
We have Ashley Andrews here, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley Andrews from Central Texas.
That one's frozen, and that one needs to be put on auto scroll.
Okay. Looks like we're a bit ahead of the stream. Good lift for Ashley Andrews. Looked pretty easy. Now setting up for Carlos Mata, 215 kilos. So now we're into the 200 range for the kilos. Pretty solid. Don't know quite how much that is, but it's definitely below 500 because 500 is 227 and a half. So I'd say it's like 450 or something. But again, that's just a guess. Just kind of like quick math in my head. Best I could do. Carlos Mata competing in the men's Raw Open, 66 kilo weight class. Says he's been doing this for a minute. Talked to him earlier today. Pretty cool guy. Sure hope he does well today. Could see the bar starting to bend a little bit. Stiffest bar in the game. Good squat for Carlos. Looked nice and solid. Looks like maybe he's going the other route. Instead of a nice easy squat, start out the day. Squat first attempt closer to his third attempt, so that way he doesn't have to make as big of jumps. Looks like we're having a few technical difficulties. We are in the process of fixing these. We'll be back soon. I don't know. I guess I'm going to go to YouTube real quick. The comments. Scott's fixing all that, so I'm just going to check them out. See what you guys are talking about. Bar is loaded. For whom, I'm not quite sure, but we'll get... Alrighty, Callum Hurst coming up with a 217.5 kilo squat. Getting even closer, probably around 480-ish. A little crooked on his back, but it was super easy. Super easy. Good lift. I actually, I haven't even told him this, but I met Callum in high school. We kind of competed against each other. It's cool. I don't know. Good to see he's doing well. Cody Hartman will be attempting the same amount of weight as Callum. Looks like they're a kilo apart. They are a kilo apart in body weight, but they're competing against each other in the Raw Junior category. Taking his time setting up. Good deep squat. Should be good, but again, it's not up to me. It's up to the referees. They are the end-all, be-all of what goes and what doesn't. Well, that was it for the first attempts. We're now back around to now starting at the top, back. Goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm a little tired. Been here a little early. Anyway, Miranda Duncan taking this for a ride. She actually went up 7.5 kilos because that first squat was so easy. She just had that little misstep after the squat. Ooh. Nice. Looks like she was losing it, but she got control pretty fast. Doing well. Bar is loaded for Mansour Kapasi. Again, he sank his first squat, got it pretty easy. 107 kilos, 7.5 kilos. I usually leave off the halves when I'm talking about these weights because it's just like, we get it, we know. I don't know. But anyway.
All right, I'm back. We had minor technical difficulties on the scoring, but we got those all ironed out. Very easy lift from Mansour. That's a good lift.
So I noticed the YouTube comments aren't on.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all the answer I needed.
Vanessa Penzino is up next.
84 weight class.
Bar is loaded for Vanessa. Gets the squat command. Let's see if that was deep enough. That was not deep enough. That is a no lift 2-to-1. The referees indicated that it was a not deep enough squat. But she'll be able to. Oh, strength was there. She'll be able to come back and try it again on her third. Bars loaded. Patricia is up next. Patricia Lauritzen, 150 kilos, 331 pounds.
Goodness.
Nice.
Let's go.
Pushes through, and that's a good lift. 3 white lights. Angel Flores is up next, going for 175 kilos. One of the largest jumps of the day. We've seen a fat 20-kilo jump.
Goodness.
44 pounds.
I mean, we expected it, but that's...
You rarely see jumps
20?
larger than that, ladies and gentlemen.
20 kilos is quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
44 pounds, right? 45?
That is right.
Pound
Double it and add 10%. So
yeah.
20 doubled is 40. Add 10% of that is 4, so it's 44.
Quick maths. Solid walkout.
Yes. Very well controlled.
Wild.
That is
What
a good lift. 3 white lights. Thomas Riggs is up next at 177.5, electing to increase 5 kilos from his opening attempt.
He looks a little bit like Kid Leroy to me. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not.
He did the song with Justin Bieber in the newest one. That's like really big.
That is why I don't know. Thomas Riggs. Easy second attempt. And earns a good lift. 2-to-1.
Really like that strong walkout. It's like he just almost pauses it at the bottom and he just shoots it right up.
Just boinks it up. Bar is loaded for Leonard. Leonard wants to squat 400 pounds today. This is 402 pounds. Currently forecasted in second place. You can hear his coach telling him that it's his weight over there in the wings. Takes it out, sets his feet, gets him just right.
A little bit of a narrow stance.
Sinks it down, pauses it, pushes through.
Solid push. But
Still gets it even with the pause.
All right.
That's a good lift, 2-to-1. That counts.
Heck yeah, it does. We take those.
All right, we're going up to 192.5. This is about 420 pounds or so. Bar is loaded for Ashley Andrews.
Have you ever gone 9 for 9?
It's been quite a long time.
I honestly don't think I ever have. For like 3 white lights on each of the lifts on each of your attempts, that's going 9 for 9.
Though the 27 white light day.
Oh, 27, thank you.
Ashley is on track so far. Ashley Andrews out of Central Texas Treasure, lifted for Texas A&M University as a 2-time collegiate national champion, multi-time U.S. national team member. Now resides in Coppers Cove. Boinks up 420 pounds for Ashley.
Yeah,
And that's a good lift.
Yeah, you were gone for her first squat. I didn't know what to say, but wow. Impressive set of
Yes.
accomplishments. And an impressive squat. That looked really good.
Yes, she is. She's quite an impressive lifter.
It's a little steamy in here.
It's getting a little warm here down in Austin. Carlos Mata is up next, 220 kilos, 484 pounds for this 66-kilo lifter. We're getting closer to 500 pounds here, Hector.
I know. 227 and a half.
It's
That
501.
number is burned into my memory forever.
That's right. Or 225 kilos, which is 496, but also known as the Gentleman's 500.
That doesn't count.
Carlos Mata, 220.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, he fights it. Oh, he's trying to turn the corner. Oh, he did it. He turned the corner. Let's see what the judges say. It's a
Yes,
good
sir.
lift
I
for
just saw
Carlos.
no downward movement. That was beautiful. I love that grind. I honestly don't think he has another 2.5 in him.
That's right, Hector. I was going to ask you, what would you do if you're coaching this lifter?
Man, it depends on what the goal for the day is. If the goal for the day is just to squeeze everything we got out, I think I'd call that. But if like
That
my
looked
goal,
pretty squoze to me.
yeah. But if the goal for the day is we're winning, we're getting a best lifter, or we're trying to go 9 for 9, what have you,
There is nothing wrong with 8 for 8.
There's nothing wrong with 8 for 8. You can always just say no.
That's right. We'll see what Carlos puts in for his third. But right now we have Cody Hartman, 227.5, that number that's burned into your brain because this is 500 pounds.
And 1. 500 and a half,
501.
right?
501.
Solid.
Oh, thank you, Spotter, for getting out of the way so that we can see. Rocking the brand new SBD Phoenix collection here. I'm a fan of some good maroon and white, Hector. Cody gets the squat command, braces, takes it down. And I think he connected with that one. That one looked good to me. Let's see what the referees say. It's a good lift, 2-1 for Cody.
Solid.
Very solid. We're going up now for our heaviest squat of round 2. 232.5. This is about 523 pounds or so. For Callum Hurst. 523 for this lifter, weighing about 160.
I was telling the live stream earlier that I met him in high school.
Oh, you met Callum?
Yeah, in a random Sundown, Texas. It's like 2,000 people in the Panhandle. That's where we had like our regional meet.
Okay.
And I got stapled in a squat during warm-ups.
We all have.
And I feel, that's why I remember him so fondly.
Did he help you up or what?
No, I don't know. I feel like he remembers my shame or something.
Ah.
But I think,
That's just you, Hector. That's just you. But we have Callum Hurst here.
74 kilo weight class.
Quite a heavy squat here for this 74
So
kilo lifter.
heavy.
Braces, rocking the virus singlet, takes it down. That looked deep enough to me. Oh, that looked like he made some pretty light work of that, and he did. He earns 3 white lights for that.
That honestly looked more controlled than his first, which was, I didn't think he was going to go up much, but
I had to step out for his first, but I'll trust you. We're going to wrap it back around here to Miranda Duncan, 102.5. This is the last round of squats for the morning session.
I feel like I've been squatting all morning. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
in pain.
a little tight?
A little tight. But like
Yeah.
good, like a good comfortable amount, not like,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be too loose. We got Miranda Duncan here, 102.5. This is about 226 pounds for this lifter. Quite a big jump, 10 kilos. Gets her feet set, gets the command, sits down with it. I don't know if that was deep enough. She certainly had the strength. Let's see what the referees say. That is not a good lift. Was not deep enough.
Not quite there.
This looks like it's maybe this lifter's first contest or maybe first couple. That's something that can easily be ironed out for the next one.
Oh,
She's plenty strong, and she irons out that technique. She'll certainly be able to demonstrate it next time. Bar is loaded for Mansoor Kapasi. 117.5, looking to finish 3 for 3 today. Lifting in our Masters 1 age division in the 83 kilo weight class.
Oh, yeah. And for the Masters divisions, there's actually different categories. Like, you don't have to compete against, if you're 40, you don't have to compete against a 60-year-old.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
The Masters 1 is basically lifting in your 40s. Masters 2 is 50s. Master 3 is 60s, and so on and so forth.
Very controlled, very strong.
Very nice
easy
squat.
Third squat.
Finishes 3 for
Really
3
like
and
that.
gets to move on and start warming up for bench press. Vanessa Penzino is up next, calling for 135. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the score sheet. Vanessa, on her second attempt, missed to squat for depth and elected to go up 5 kilos.
Didn't know you could do that. Alex.
Oh, yes. LiftingCast gives us the ability to go back and look at lifts and see what the judges thought. So Vanessa missed her second on depth, not strength. Goes up 5 kilos, looking to get some more kilos on her total here. Oh, that didn't look quite deep enough to me, Hector.
Same here, but, it's
Yes.
good to know that if she, maybe works on it a bit, she'll be able to get those weights pretty easily.
Last attempt, do I put a 0 or do I just leave it blank? 0? Okay.
Patty Lauritsen up for her, Patricia Lauritsen up for her third squat, 155. The bar
Yes.
is loaded. Really excited to see this one. I've been watching her train.
155. This is 342 pounds. For our currently number 1 forecasted 84 kilo lifter. Very tight and controlled. It was certainly there.
Wanna
Let's
do the
see
judges
what the
thing?
chief referee says. Oh, it's a
didn't-
no lift 2-1.
Honestly, I didn't think it was deep enough either. But,
It's tough whenever you got a lifter with a narrow stance like that.
You got to squat so far, and she's tall.
Yes.
You just narrow stance when you're tall is just tough.
It's
to get down
a
there.
trade-off on power and being able to sit low enough.
Yeah, honestly, I did a lot of close stance squats recently, and I gotta say, it helps you brace a lot because
You have to,
yeah. Well, it
or
helps.
else you'll just fall over.
Thomas Riggs, teenager again, 74 kilo weight class.
Looks like Thomas wants to squat 400 pounds today, Hector. This is 402,
Ooh, I'm glad.
up from 390 on his second attempt.
Solid. 5 kilo jumps each time, nice and measured.
Quite. Gets the squat command, takes it down. Oh, he pushes it up.
Nice.
Let's see what the judges say. That is a good lift, 2-1.
We take those.
Good enough. Okay, we got Angel Flores up next. After that pretty immense 20 kilo jump, electing to do a modest 10 kilo jump now. Looking to finish with 407 today, 407 pounds on the squat.
Hope she gets it. I'll be honest, I'm rooting for her.
Looking to finish 3 for 3 today in the squat.
As a commentator, am I allowed to be biased?
That depends. If you're CBS and Alabama's playing, I think you're allowed to do it. So,
All right. Makes sense.
but one thing here, we want everybody to go out there and get the lifts that they're trying for.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I'm only rooting for people,
Yes.
not.
That's the beauty of powerlifting. There's actually very few rivalries because everybody is. Oh, that's just a little too
man.
much there for Angel.
Just a little bit, too. I think she could probably get that, another cycle. Good
2
to
for
go.
3, not a bad day.
Training cycle. Another training cycle.
Yeah, that will be there next time for sure.
Without a doubt.
You know, whenever you're a junior lifter, your strength only goes up, no matter what you do.
I miss those days.
Me too. Those gains were sweet and fleeting. Leonard is up next. 66-kilo lifter. Oh, take off your headphones there, Leonard.
Cannot wear anything on the platform that's not approved.
Oh, yeah, Leonard goes over and gets a nice little fist bump from the side referee there, Keone.
Hyping himself up.
And that's right. Powerlifting is different than a lot of sports. You know, everybody's rooting for the current lifter. Always. Because it's the lifter versus the weight. It's very... You don't really see it as a lifter versus another lifter.
In the back, though, when you're in the back, as a coach, you know, we're taking sides.
Right, we're helping each other load weights for warm-ups and stuff. It's a very camaraderie sport. Oh, just
not quite there.
The bottom kind of fell out there for Leonard. But finishing 2 for 3 ain't a bad day.
Not at all.
Ain't a bad day at all. All right, we got Ashley Andrews, Central Texas powerlifting royalty.
You know, even when we're competing, we're still rooting for the next guy, even our competitors.
Always.
Because we don't want to lose to anybody when they're not at their best.
Yes, you want to win with all of your competition lifting their best.
All right.
That's the sweetest victory.
Without a doubt. I really like it.
Ashley Andrews here, 197.5. Former student at Texas A&M University. Now resides in Copper's Cove.
Stats. I didn't hear that part.
Yes, sir. Fighting Texas Aggie powerlifter from about, I think, 2013 to 2017 or so, 2016, something like that.
3-step walkout.
The most efficient. Boinks it up. Oh, and that's a nice squat for Ashley.
Good, strong squat.
That's right. That's what experience looks like.
Yeah. Can't argue that.
Cannot. Okay, we're down to our final 2 lifts of the morning session here. We have Cody Hartman is up next. This is 518 pounds. Bars loaded for Cody. He's pacing the platform, trying to get his mind right. For some lifters, the third squat is also the most mentally fatiguing lift that you can take. For a lot of lifters, it's more than their deadlift, and it's different whenever you have to wedge yourself underneath a house and walk out with it and just feel that pressure on your entire body. It truly is a full body lift. Cody gets the squat command, braces hard against that SBD belt, takes it down, kisses depth, trying to push through it, holds it. Let's see what the referees say. Oh, that is a no lift 2-1. He was just on the hairy edge of depth there.
Man, I really do like those grinds, though.
Yes.
It's that's the tough part. You know, is grinding.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of people, they accelerate, they go 0 to 100, but once they hit that wall, they just fall apart. But I love to see whenever people just are able to push through.
We love to see it.
Heavyweight. Callum Hurst rounding out our squats for this morning.
Yes.
Heaviest squat of the morning so far.
That is correct. This is about 523, I think, if I'm doing my math right here in my head. About 523 pounds for Callum. Just 11 pounds over his second attempt. Braces hard. Takes it down.
Go.
Certainly had the strength there.
Without it.
And that earns him 3 white lights. All right, Hector, that concludes squat for the morning session.
We'll be taking a 10-minute break.
That is right. We will be taking a 10-minute break while we set up for bench, and we will be joining you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for bench press.
I thought you were looking for garbage. There, it's in that corner. By the fountain, the water fountain.
All right, we're back. That was a good lift for Rachel. Allison is up next, 40 kilos. This is Flight A bench press. Allison Goodry is up next, 40 kilos. This is about 88 pounds, lifting in our open 63 kilo division. Gets the start command, brings it down nice and controlled. That is a textbook bench. In powerlifting, there are 3 commands on the bench press. There is a start command, where the lifter will then take it out of the rack at arm's length, start to bring it down. Whenever the bar is motionless on their chest, they will get a press command, where they have to press the bar out to arm's length, and then they will get a rack command where they put it back. You must follow the commands exactly in order to be credited with the lift. We don't allow touch and go benches here. You have to listen to the chief referee. Pretty easy bench. And that's a good lift. 3 white lights. Claudia Romero is up next, calling for 50 kilos, 110 pounds. Receives the start command, the press command, and the rack command. That looked like a very easy opener for Claudia. And that's 3 white lights. Good lift. Kaylin Gallegos is up next, 57.5. Bar is loaded. This is Flight A bench press. So what you just saw there was the spotter was going to give what's called a handoff, and then she elected not to have one. Some lifters choose not to have one because it's more similar to how they train. Looks like a pretty easy. And my co-host, Hector Bustillos, is now joining us.
Hello, hello. We're back. I had to take a break.
Did you have a nice break, Hector?
Yeah, I got me a coffee, another taco. Get any of those tacos yet?
I did get the taco this morning.
That's good. That's good.
Tacos are basically the fuel that powerlifting meets run on. That and Monster Energy. Reedy Santra is up, 60 kilo opening attempt.
Monster Energy, please sponsor me. I shotgun your drinks.
You might want to calm that down a little bit, Hector. This is about 132 pounds, or about one big 45-pound plate on the gym back at home. Solid press for Reedy.
Good bar path.
Yes.
Have you ever had the lift off make or break your lift on bench?
I have not, but I have seen lifters where it has.
It's definitely important to talk to the spotter beforehand, before you start your bench. Tell them how you want them to take it off the rack for you, because it's hard. You see it right there, just like that.
Yes.
That's all you need, just like 1, 2, 3. This is what we're doing. Madison Pomeroy.
Yep.
With the same weight as Riti a moment ago, 60 kilos.
Yep, at 132 pounds. Oh, you see that? She beat the start command.
Damn.
That should be a no lift. Yes, that is a no lift. So as I mentioned earlier, there are 3 commands in the bench press. There is start, press, and rack. You must follow them. You cannot beat them. In that case, the lifter started the descent prior to the start command. Common mistake for a new lifter, easily fixed.
It happens, especially coming into USAPL from other federations.
They don't have a start command.
They don't have a start command.
Such as Texas high school meets do not have a start command. So it's just something that you got to be coached up on, and then you're fine.
Pretty easy. Lisa Dam, 62.5 kilo attempt for her opener. She got a pretty big arch, looks
Very
like.
good arch. That was a clean bench press, Hector.
Very clean.
Very clean.
Short range of motion. This might be a little controversial, but I do appreciate a good arch bench.
I do as well. Some people, they think it looks strange and shouldn't be allowed, but I see it as a skill that needs to be developed, and if you're able to do it, kudos to you. You'll bench more.
Yeah. And if you disagree, that's cool too.
That's right. This is America. Natasha Greenwood is up 70 kilos for her opening attempt. Gets the start. Nice pause and an easy press. And that deserves 3 white lights.
Textbook bench press.
That is right.
So who all are sponsors or helped us out with this meet?
So, of course, we have our hosts here, Liberation Barbell Club in Southeast Austin, being so gracious to allow us to come into this space and run a top-quality meet. We have a Lyco, also U.S. headquarters here, just down the street, making the probably the finest powerlifting and just general strength equipment on the planet. We got old DRL out here supplying some technology for this contest.
Oh, that's your company, right?
That is my company.
Vanessa Johnson, 72.5 opener.
Easy press for Vanessa. And that is 3 white lights. Gabrielle Polanco is up next, 72.5. Closing in on loading up one of those very pretty red plates. Bar is loaded.
I feel like the blue plates are almost like the 35s in like pound plates.
Yeah?
They're just go straight to the red. Why do you need the blue? I mean, once you get past that and you're warming up, there's no need for a blue.
Well, there are some pretty historic numbers that use a blue.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 804.
804.
Uses a blue.
Huh.
Gabriel Polanco here, 72.5, opening attempt, lifting out of Progressive Overload Dallas.
Is that one of your squats?
Used to be.
804? Nice. Is that an SBD singlet? Is that
Yes, that is an SBD singlet, and that is also a good lift.
good lift? Is that one of the U.S. team ones? Or is
No,
that just-
I think that was just a generic themed one. I've seen some other European nations have that type of color scheme before.
Oh, okay.
Certainly not an easily available one, but
Elisa Hernandez up next.
yes, 77.5. Now we are throwing on that red plate.
What about SBD?
They make some pretty fine apparel.
I'd say so. I have the same knee sleeves that I bought in Rhode Island in 2015.
They've been
To this day, yeah. What is it? 6 years?
yeah. I think I got my first ones in 2013 or so, and they're still going strong.
Still my daily drivers. You know,
Daily
wear 'em every
driver.
day.
Got a lot of miles on those bad boys. Lisa Hernandez here, 77.5. Good touch. Even
Ooh.
easier press.
That was surprisingly fast.
Yeah, that was speedy.
Quickest one of the flight so far.
Very much so. All right, we're wrapping back around now to the second attempt bench press. Our spotters are flying through these.
No lip goes on the floor.
Got to put those foot blocks out there. Per the rules, if a lifter wants to request an elevated platform for their feet while they bench, they may do so. We have various sizes available for whatever the lifter may want. Rachel Madrigal going for 35 kilos.
Honestly, I think I should train with blocks, see if it'll help my arch out a bit.
Yeah, you don't know unless you try.
Ooh, nice.
Very easy. That's a good lift, 3 white lights. All right, Allison Gurdjieff is up next. Gurdry.
I think it's Goodry.
Goodry?
Goodry.
My apologies.
I thought it was Gertie at first glance. as well.
Goodry. We'll go with Goodry. 47.5. Bar is loaded.
Did anybody start with the absolute minimum today? Of just
They did
20
not.
Kilos?
They did not.
25 kilos.
Bar with the collars is 25.
25.
In USA Powerlifting, we use a single bar for all 3 lifts. We don't have a thicker squat bar or a thinner deadlift bar. It's the same bar for
Or
everything.
We don't have a smaller women's bar either.
We do have a youth bar for our very young ones, between 8 and 14 years old that want to compete. Allison takes that bench. She's pushing it back, locks it out. That should be a good lift. It looks nice to me, Hector.
Looked good to me too.
And
She
it's
held it really well.
She did, and that's 3 white lights. Part of the bench press is you also must keep your feet flat on the floor. You must keep your behind on the bench, your shoulders on the bench, and also your head. So there's quite a lot of technical rules that you must follow in a bench press. Bar is loaded for Anusha Majid.
Have you used that Alico bench yet?
I have.
That one right there.
They're pretty amazing.
They have the little.
Little grip
Little
strip
grip.
across the top.
Yeah.
They're very hard, very sticky. That's what you want. Takes it down. Oh, that's going to be a little bit too much for her.
Not quite there today.
No.
And she won't be able to go down in weight.
That's right.
But she can take it again. Maybe, different mindset, attack it a little harder. She might be able to get it.
Right, yeah, she certainly has the right to attempt it again. Or she can elect to go ahead and shut it down and start rolling out and getting ready for deadlift. That's also an option as well that some lifters will elect to take. Got a photographer head over there.
Did that man earlier, Carlos, he didn't end up taking a third attempt earlier, did
I
he?
do not believe so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, solid.
Claudia Romero, 55 kilos. Push it back. Locks it out.
Very good. Very good.
And that should be a good lift.
Think so.
And it is 3 white lights.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think so, but you really gotta go backwards, or you have to go towards the rack as you're coming off your chest. It's not just a straight up and down for most people, especially if you're arching. You're gonna start on your chest and kind of go up towards your face as you're going up, and that'll help you. It's called the J path You really want that for your bench press, especially if you're arching. If you're flat back, a little bit more leeway, probably more straight up and down. Got Kaylin Gallegos, 62.5 kilo attempt. She's got a pretty close grip, which gives her a longer range of motion.
But she grinded it out. Oh, that is a no lift 2-1. That is a blue card on the side, which indicates the bar went down on the ascension.
Downward movement.
Yes, downward
Cannot
movement
go
is
down.
not allowed. So on whenever you start to press that bar up, it's allowed to stop, but it's not allowed to go back down. So the side referees there thought that it went back down, and that's why that lift was red lighted. The bench press, so technical. Reedy Santra is up next, electing to bump up the minimum amount 2.5 kilos. Good descent. Look at that speed curve. Just grind, 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 pop.
That was good.
Real easy. And that's a good lift for Reedy. Oh, we got Madison Pomeroy here. I believe, was this the lifter that beat the commands earlier?
I think so.
Yes.
So she should, hopefully, she went up the minimum amount despite missing her first attempt. Did the same thing on the squat, looks like.
Yeah.
Or
So the strength is certainly there. This is a young lifter, between 16 or 17 years old.
maybe one of her first competitions, seems
That's
like.
right. Got the start command. Follow the commands that time. And that looks like a good bench to me, Hector.
Looks good to me as well.
The referees agree.
Thank goodness. She's in the meet. She's staying in it. I really just, it's devastating watching somebody bomb out.
You hate to see it.
Go attempt after attempt after attempt and just not get it. You know, just because something that day wasn't quite right.
Well, even if there's an argument to be made that even if something isn't quite right, the warm-ups should be picked in such a way that you know ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, but yeah.
It happens.
It just happens, and it just hurts to see because everybody
wants to. Powerlifting is ultimately about striving for and achieving goals. And that's what everybody's out here to do this sport. It's highly quantitative, easy to see if you make progress. Let's see what Lisa does here on this second. Oh my goodness, that's quite easy.
disgusting, but like
Disgustingly
good
easy.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yes, boinks that up really quickly. We have Vanessa Johnson up here, who is actually a push-pull lifter here today. Push-pull means that the lifter is just going to be benching and deadlifting. That is a division offered within powerlifting for if you choose not to squat for whatever reason, maybe a physical limitation, injury, maybe it flares up something, you're allowed to compete in push-pull, and that's what Vanessa Johnson has elected to do. So if you notice on the graphic, there is no squat, but she has got a bench, and she will deadlift. This is Vanessa Johnson. It went up about 5 kilos, 11 pounds off of her opening attempt. Good descent, nice pause, and an even easier press. That should deserve, and it does, 3 white lights.
I really don't like bench. I gotta say bench is my least favorite. How technical it is. There's so many points of contact. There's so many, I guess, rules maybe, but not necessarily. There's just,
It's a highly technical lift to get down, but there's few things better and more pleasing to watch than a perfectly executed, very heavy bench. Natasha Greenwood, 77.5. Oh, just a little too much there. She'll have a shot on her third to try to take it again, but that was tough.
It was a bit of a big jump. 7.5 kilos on a bench is a pretty big jump.
Yes. The bench is very fickle thing. You can press something quite easy and just go up a little bit, and then it just feels like you added the world to that bar. Gabrielle Polanco is up next.
Solid instructions to the spotter beforehand, always important. It's gotten me in trouble before. I just get real hyped up, attack the bench, and they're like, "Hey, they hand it off to me, and it like falls on my chest." Well, not quite. It just like
Right.
doesn't sit right.
Communication is key.
Solid
Very
arch.
max grip bench press here. Oh, Gabby lifts
Goodness.
that with ease.
Easy peasy.
Good
Small.
lift, 3 white lights.
Last lifter of the round,
That is right.
Elisa Hernandez with the heaviest bench so far for the morning.
Bar is loaded for Halisa.
It does feel good to be the last lifter.
Always.
Like, you just see everybody else go, and maybe your coach doesn't tell you what you're doing, or it doesn't, keeps you unaware. So you turn around and you realize you're the last guy. You're like, wow.
That is a pretty cool feeling. Lisa Hernandez, 82.5. That was quite an easy press.
Just as easy as her first, honestly.
Yes. All right, we're wrapping back around here. Bench 3. We're flying through these benches.
We really are. The squat honestly takes the longest.
Actually, bench can take quite a while. We have, we got a bar rack height. We have a safety rack height that we got to get down. We call those also face savers. Those are those little bars on the side of the bench there that can prevent the lifter from smashing the bar on their face. You got to change those. Sometimes you need foot blocks. There's a lot more here than just a basic oil change. You got to do a tire rotation as well on the bench. It's a little bit more involved to get the platform ready for the lifter.
The platform, yeah, but the bar,
That's true.
you're not messing with it as much.
That's true.
People repeat weights a lot.
For women's bench, it is pretty. The distribution is very tight. Rachel Madrigal, just a little bit too much today on that one. She'll be credited with her second at 35. Allison is up next. We're going up to 50 kilos here.
I feel like I'm on a podcast. Never been on a podcast.
No,
No.
it's 2021. You've never been on a podcast? Everybody's got a podcast.
It's not big enough, I guess. I don't know.
Everybody's got a podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you all to the listeners tuning in to join us here and watch this great lifting today at the Austin Fall Frenzy here in Austin, Texas. We're glad to have you. Start command for Allison. Locks those shoulders in, brings it down tight. It's a 2.5 kilo jump. Oh, that hover pause. Oh, can she recover? Can she? Just lost it a little bit towards her face. She'll be credited with her second at 47.5. Can't be mad at that.
Not at all. Looked good.
Not at all. That was a no lift.
There was a... Never mind.
Bar is loaded.
52.5 kilos for Anusha Mahid. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's a good fight. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Way to come back.
I really
You love
like
to
that.
see it. Wow, that's a good lift, 2-1. To see a lifter just go out there and, quite frankly, get stapled on the second and be able to come back like that on the third, that's why I love powerlifting. It's not over till it's over. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. On the second attempt, I did say she just needed to maybe change her mindset a little bit and get back out there. I think she had it, and she did.
Yeah, some lifters, they would just take the L on that and go start warming up.
Claudia Romero here. She looks like a pretty experienced lifter. Seems to be pretty solid and sturdy, methodical in things she does.
Yes, looking to finish 3 for 3 today, electing to take the smallest jump possible, 2.5 kilos. Ooh, there's a little bit of a bounce there on the chest. She slammed that down pretty hard. And, that was...
Usually when that happens, I'm going to assume they can't get it up because they didn't have the ability to control it on the way down.
That's right, yeah. They just dropped that thing from the top floor there.
Yeah, and again, that could have been a handoff thing. It couldn't have...
the bench press is extremely technical. Sometimes you just forget. There's a lot of things you got to remember.
Yeah,
you got to keep your head down, your feet down, not moving. You got to be squeezing the grip, pulling the bar down just right. It's a lot to keep track of.
No, yeah, without a doubt. Ammonia.
That's right. Sometimes
squat and deadlift, but I can't on bench.
Sometimes you get
I gotta
too high.
keep my clear head.
We got Gallegos here looking for redemption at 62.5.
I think she's got it.
Yeah, she certainly has it. Wow. Way to come back and finish strong. Very nice.
Solid bench.
Very solid. Reedy Santra is up next. looking to also finish 3 for 3 today in the bench. Quite very methodical here. Just open up, jump up 2, get it, go 2 again.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, all the strategies have their, different advantages, but I just like even numbers.
Slow and steady. Yeah.
Slow and steady. Nice little jumps. But I'm reckless. I do big jumps.
What's your biggest jump you've ever done?
I think like 15 kilos.
Oh, that's nothing. Reedy Santra here, 65. Oh, push it back towards your face, and yeah, that's nice. Head might have come up on that bench, but she gets it 3 white lights. No problem there for Reedy.
Definitely doing your alma mater proud.
That's right. Also a former student of Texas A&M. Madison Pomeroy here, our young lifter.
I think she's got it. I'll be honest. The way the last one was.
I agree. That opening miss was just on commands. Oh, grinds it nice. That's a good third attempt.
I do. Pretty solid. Alrighty.
3 white lights. That's a good lift.
Woo. Lisa Dam.
Yes, Lisa Dam is up. We're down to our final, 5 bench press attempts here of the A flight. Yeah, we're absolutely flying through this lifting this morning. Kudos to the spotters and loaders.
They're killing it.
They're
absolutely killing it.
They are quite killing it.
Shout out to you guys. I know you can't hear me, but you're really doing a great job. I'll let you know.
Doing an awesome job.
During the break.
Lisa Dam here. A small 2.5 kilo jump from her second.
She's going to blow it up.
Very technical lifter. Oh, man. She left some out there, Hector.
I think, yeah, a little bit. I'd say she could have done another 2.5 kilos.
At least.
You could see how shaky she was. She was a bit shaky on there, but.
Very technical lifter.
Very, very tight, very technical. Really. I want a deadlift with knee sleeves. Or, sorry, knee wraps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You going European on me?
Speaking of technical. Probably not.
You see that sometimes there's some lifters in Europe. I've tried it a couple times. It certainly feels strange. Natasha Greenwood, 77.5, looking for redemption. Oh, she might find it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at that bar. Oh, come on. Finish it. Wow. What a grind. What a grind. Yeah, she got it. Dang. The bar's allowed to stop.
No, just off the chest. I thought I saw like a little downward moment.
Maybe a little bit.
But I think that was just like the bounce. Like it bounced when it hit her chest, but then they gave her the press command once it rested. And I just was unsure if the call was the press command was before or after that.
Right.
And so
nonetheless, quite an impressive bench.
Without a doubt. It looks so good.
The effort on that is pretty tough. You can you got to take a couple breaths on a press like that. It takes everything out of you.
You know, I brace along with the lifters a lot of the time. Like whenever I see them take a breath, I'm like, and I just like when somebody holds their breath in a movie underwater.
Right, and it's never realistic. Vanessa Johnson here, 82.5. I
think her last one was pretty easy too, so we'll see.
There was certainly a soft touch. She didn't let it sink in like some lifters do. The referees say that the lift is good.
Lift is good. I think the head judge is just quick with the press command.
Yeah. I think we got old Mario Leos there, also out of Austin.
We went to UT together.
Yeah.
He was the president of the powerlifting team the year before I joined. Mario's
a great lifter. Gives back a lot to the sport. He's certainly one of our treasures here in Texas. Shout out, Gio. I know you're listening. I'm talking about your mans. Gabby Polanco here, 85 kilos from Progressive Overload Dallas, setting up real big arch on that. Locking those shoulders in. She wants to dig her shoulders and neck into that bench as hard as she can for good foundation to take out that heavy third attempt. Gets the butt down. Start. Oh, just a little bit too much today. She might have had 82.5, but still not bad.
Definitely a performance to be happy about so far.
Of course.
You think, we have people from Dallas and Houston. I think I heard we have somebody from Missouri today, but I'm
Possibly.
not quite sure. For you, is it better to go out to some other city or country, absolutely kill it, or would you rather be at home, comfy, and
That's tough. There's trade-offs, but I think I would, given apples to apples, I'd rather go abroad. I'd rather go out of my comfort zone a little bit, and because ultimately, you can't really control where a meet is. You just got to go to it, and you got to be able to lift well on the road in this sport. It's fun to do one at home every now and then, but there's no thrill like going against the odds, way out of your comfort zone, time zone, and crushing it. Elisa Hernandez, 90 kilos.
Again, the heaviest bench of the day, and it looks like she's got it.
That was a very nice bench. And that's a good lift, and that concludes the Flight A bench press. We're going to roll over here into Flight B. Bravo Flight.
One right after another.
That's right. We should see some good lifts here. Some nice heavy bench presses.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded for Miranda Duncan. .45 kilo opening attempt. Very easy lift for Miranda. Vanessa Panzino is up next, 65 kilos.
Woo.
Bar is loaded for Vanessa. Oh, that rack height is quite high. I don't know if that one is correct here.
They might need to lower that a bit.
Yeah, that's yeah, we need to drop that one down a little bit. But she'll be able to do that. Gets the start command, brings it down a country mile. Avoids the rack on the way up. That should be a good lift. Let's see what happens.
I think she beat the rack command.
Did she beat the rack command?
She beat the rack command.
So it looks like we have a yellow card and a blue card here. So it could be a little combination of both. There could be some downward movement or beat the command, or maybe the referee hit the wrong button when determining the fault reason. But
Happens.
it's the opener. It does happen. They'll have another shot at it.
I did hear her beat the rack command.
That certainly happens. We got Patricia here, 77.5.
Sets her butt down. As a ref, whenever you see somebody put their butt down last, that's definitely the first thing you want to look out for. It's easy lift for Patty, three white lights.
It certainly is an indicator. A common fault on the bench press is lifters' butt coming off of the bench, and that can happen because sometimes people set up with it off of the bench. They have to kind of relax their legs a little bit to get it to touch, and then, whenever a bench gets heavy, you start pushing everything, and that can cause it to come up. Something just to be aware of as a referee as you're going through. We got Mansour Kapasi here, 82.5, lifting in our Masters 1 division.
Is Joe Capolino the reason that they made men start tying up their hair?
I don't think it was him. It's if you have long hair, you're supposed to tie it up and kind of put it to the side, because if it's really long and it kind of drapes over the bench, you can mask a head coming up. That's an easy press for Mansour.
Very quick.
Very easy peasy.
I think he said he grew it out just for that reason, and then they changed the rule.
Well, there's certainly a sweet spot there where you can have it long enough to not be able to put it up, but short enough where you can't put it up, but long enough to hide it. There's that sweet spot there. Thomas Riggs here, 92.5. Gets the start command down. Nice press. Easy lockout. Let's see if the referee saw something we didn't. They did not. That is a good lift. 3 white lights.
Just trying to unwrap a taco, but I think I'll just wait.
Yeah?
So the break. Yeah, I don't want to get food all over the microphone by accident, you know?
Please don't. It's a very nice microphone. Gage Woods here, 95. Oh, we have an equipped lifter, Hector.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's doing bench only. Yeah.
Yes, we'd love to see an equipped lifter. Equipped bench presses are extremely technical. It's very, very, very difficult to do. That bench shirt there is fighting you on the way down, and you have to bring it down in such a way that you can have support out of it and it not just fall on your face or stomach. Good descent. Little hairy at the top. That's not out of the normal.
Uneven, but not downward, you know? Yeah.
That's uneven is allowed in USA powerlifting. Just
Yes,
can't
sir.
go down. So he can, press that thing out unevenly. Equipped benches you never know what's going to happen. A lift can be hard. You can go up and then smoke it just by having your technique dialed in a little bit more.
Yeah, it's really crazy. We got Angel Flores again. I was about to say that the face savers just for the bench shirts because
Yes,
terrifying.
that's right.
Anyway, we got Angel again with 97.5, resident, local
Yes.
Liberation Barbell Club.
That is right. $97.5 for this lifter opening attempt.
It's a wide stance.
That's right.
Ah,
Easy press for Angel.
put some weight on there.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, the wider feet in the stance, some people like that because by pushing your feet out wide, you can get your butt on the bench, and it helps it stay down because you don't have to relax anything. You just move your feet out wide and get in a kind of locked-in pyramid position, and then your butt should not come out that way. So
you don't have enough leg to bring it
that's
off.
right. It's a mitigation strategy for sure. We got Leonard here, 102.5. This is about 226 pounds.
During the break, he was flaming me a little bit for not being a fan of the ins or knee sleeves.
Get with the times, Hector. Get with the times.
Get the times. I'm an old head, but it's fine. Perfectly legal.
Decent arch for Leonard here.
Ooh.
Very technical bench press. 226 lift is good.
Quick and easy. I like that.
Easy peasy. Bar is loaded for Ashley Andrews, 254 pounds. She gets the handoff, locks it out. Good descent. Very nice press. And that should earn 3 white lights for Ashley. It does. Looks like a referee on the side maybe saw some downward movement or thought their elbow wasn't quite locked out, something like that. But nonetheless, it is a good lift. And will be credited for that. Carlos Mata is up 125. This is 275 pounds. Lifting in our men's open 66 kilo class. Talking to the handoff man, telling him how he likes it. Everybody's different.
just kind of getting lost in the lifts.
They don't stop coming.
Don't stop coming. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
that is not a good sign. That is an opening bench that just seems flat out too heavy to me, Hector. He'll have 2 more tries at it, but you gotta try to make an adjustment after that.
Yeah, no. Honestly, my bench takes the biggest hit out of anything else whenever I'm cutting or getting ready for a meet.
Yes,
It
does.
I had like an estimated like 320 bench, during prep, like 2 weeks out, and then the day of, I think I only pulled out like 260. It was like the hardest grind of my life.
We have weight classes that we have to meet, unless you're a super heavyweight lifter, and the cutting strategies that drop your weight because we weigh in 2 hours before the start can certainly have an impact on your lifts. Callum Hurst here has no impact on that opening bench. That's about 315 pounds, just easy peasy.
Absolutely obliterated that. 160. Oh, no. Cody Hartman opening up with 160.
Yep. Cody had a big squat there, 500 pounds, weighing about 163-ish or so. That's a pretty big squat for a lifter that size. And this is not a bad bench either. This is about 354 pounds or so, 352. 352 pounds for this lifter.
Although I do have a soft spot for equipped lifters, I really love how far Raw has come in such a short time.
Right.
It's really grown the sport as a whole.
Yes, and that benefits everybody. The rising tide raises all ships.
Cody Hartman got that easy.
3 white lights, 160. That concludes the first round of bench press for Flight B. Yeah, powerlifting has certainly been experiencing some pretty tremendous growth over the past 5 or 8 years or so. It doesn't seem to be slowing down at all, at least globally. It's always been very popular in Europe, but we're starting to see even more takeoff here in North America and even places like Africa, and we're starting to see more Asian countries get involved. China is still in the early stages of their affiliate over there, but I imagine there'll be a powerhouse
soon,
very soon.
Miranda Duncan,
50 kilos.
Oh my goodness.
There's all over the place there a little bit.
Saw her foot move there for a sec.
Yeah.
Sounds like she beat the command.
Yeah, there's
all over the place.
There's a lot of things that need to be cleaned up on that one. I'm sure she'll get a talking to by her coach for the reasons why. She's certainly strong. Just needs more time in the saddle there.
Just got to take that time to calm down.
Yeah.
Just enough. We get hyped up.
We've all been there.
We just get after it, get focused, and we just forget.
That's right. We got Vanessa Penzino here, 67.5.
Did they even lower the rack height for her? No?
I don't think so. It's the coach's prerogative of the lifter to inform the scoring table, but they've elected to stay with it.
Guess so. I think she's got it this time, though.
Let's see what the referees say on that. That's a good lift.
Like to see it.
Way to come back and hit it.
She's back in the meet.
Back in it, folks. Patricia is up next. Just going up 2.5 kilos to 80.
I didn't think her bench looked that tough.
No?
For her to only jump 2.5 kilos.
Could be conservative.
Maybe, yeah.
You just want to ring out everyone.
Well,
every single kilo you can get, yeah. Got Patricia here lifting in our open 84 kilo class. Currently forecasted in first place.
Let's go, Patty.
Maybe
that was the right call then. Well,
right, she'll have one more shot at it. We've seen crazier things here today already.
I think if she goes back, takes a deep breath, really just thinks about it, I think she can get that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm rooting for her.
Sometimes you just got to get past that little. You got to get some momentum going, and if you can just get past that wall, it'll accelerate to the finish.
I honestly find my second lifts to be the hardest. I'll be honest. Yeah, because you got done with the first one, you're in the meet. Your second one, so you're not really ready to like go all out.
And the third one, you've got the hype.
You got the hype, yeah, and then you just get out there, you just attack the weight.
Yeah, the seconds are just another day at the office. Got Mansour Kapasi here, 87.5. Solid press for this Masters lifter.
Well controlled.
Demonstrating mastery in the bench press.
Yeah.
Thomas Riggs is up next, 97.5. Bar is loaded for Thomas. Give another shout out to the sponsors for this event, Liberation Barbell Club for being a wonderful host, the Lyco for making the most wonderful, beautiful equipment on the planet, DRL for providing the technology services for this event. Thomas Riggs.
It's pretty shaky.
A little bit, but nice recovery on the middle of that bench. That should be good. Let's see what the refs say.
Yeah,
They say it is a good lift.
It didn't look like there was some lateral movement. I'd say it like shot toward his face, but not downward. Just which is totally fine.
It is
can
totally
move all
fine.
over the place so long as it's not going back down.
That's right. Got Gage Woods here.
I definitely do have a soft spot for equipment. It's just, I don't know.
That's right.
It's just so much more I feel goes into it as far as like technicality.
It certainly is a more technical lift to perform. Requires a lot more help and training partners, but it is pretty cool when it is done properly. Come on, Gage.
Come on. I don't think
Can't quite turn the corner on there. Might be able to make some adjustments in the warm-up room and come back and have another shot at that one. Yeah, there's some cosmetic adjustments you can make to try to give you a little bit more support. We'll see what Gage chooses to do on his next attempt. Leonard Palazzo is up next, 107.5, just going up about 5 kilos or so, 11 pounds. Very modest jump. Get those plates all loaded up nice. Bar is loaded for Leonard. $107.5. This is about 237 pounds or so. In the ballpark there. Currently in second place. $107.5 for Leonard. Lifting in our 66 kilo open class. Nice arch.
Real
Gets
slow
that
and
butt
methodical.
down. Big chest. Oh, that was easy.
Ooh, goodness.
That was quite easy. We'll see what it goes to on a second. We might go up maybe 7 kilos or more. In that case, we know when it's a little bit faster than you kind of expect. Might make a bigger jump than your first to second from your second or your third.
I really love seeing somebody just like look like they're falling apart as they're just walking out or as they get the weight handed out.
Yeah.
Charles Okpoko style, and then they still get that weight up like it's nothing.
They're a sleeper.
Yeah. They're just like that man cannot support that weight, and then they just
boink it up. Walking and wounded and just blow our minds.
Angel Flores with 107.5 kilo bench press.
Also choosing to lift about 237 pounds, give or take a little bit. That wide stance there.
With the Fayus? Do you know how to pronounce the name of that shoe?
That's all you, buddy.
They got like really big in powerlifting. Let's go.
Nice methodical press for Angel.
Really like that one. Yeah, no, they got really big recently. I wear a Goodwill pair. I wear a pair, but like they're like vintage and old and cruddy, so I don't use them to lift. But the new ones look real good and sticky.
Yeah?
Like $25.
People deadlift in them?
Yeah,
I
good
see.
deadlift.
It's
Good
like a
bench.
little slipper?
Yeah, basically.
I see. Ashley Andrews here, 120 kilos, also wearing what looks like a Notorious Lift slipper. It's basically a sock with grip on the bottom up. Sometimes you want to feel the earth beneath your toes when you're benching. You want to feel everything.
Honestly, if I could power lift barefoot, I would.
Some people like it. Some people advocate for, barefoot's
Barefoot lifting.
best.
I'd say so.
I like my heels, though. I'll keep my heels in the squat. Ashley Andrews, 120 kilos. This is 264 pounds. Good descent. Nice touch. Even better press.
A little slower than last time, but I think she's still got plenty of them.
That's right. It's also 264 pounds for this 84-plus lifter. Carlos Mata here. This lifter worries us a little bit here.
I sure hope he gets it. I hope he gets to stay in the meet.
Let's see what type
Put up a
of
total.
what type of adjustments were made in the warm-up room between his first and second.
I want him to put up a good total. He's in the same weight class as I am, lifting raw. So I want him to put up a good total to see, can I beat this guy on a good day?
This goes back to we always want the lifter, no matter who they are, to be successful with what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
you want him to be able to get that lift. Let's see if Carlos can make the mental and physical adjustments needed to finish this bench press here.
Stress.
Gets the command. Decent descent.
Let's go.
Fires it back. That's what you needed right there. That's a good adjustment.
Like that. Without
and
a doubt,
he gets it.
Got his mind right.
That's
got back
right.
in there. I love to see that. Good.
That's a sign of a good coach there.
You think so?
I think so. You gotta anytime a lifter misses their opener, I don't care who they are, they're going to be discouraged a little bit, especially when you miss it. Frankly, as bad as Carlos missed his opening one, seemed to just be on strength, and that's pretty demoralizing. And a good coach can get your head right, coach you up, so that Carlos can do what he just did and go out there and nail it on the second. That's really impressive. Callum Hurst, 150 kilos.
I'm sure it'll be easy.
330 pounds for Callum, weighing 165.
Should be a good lift. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Just a little casual double body weight bench there.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Cody Hartman, 167.5. Bars loaded for Cody.
Did he also go to A&M? Does he just like the maroon?
I don't know who wouldn't like maroon.
I mean, it's a good color, but
It's a great color. It's always in style. It's in everybody's color wheel.
A&M was my first choice, I'll be honest.
I knew you were an Aggie deep down. Oh,
Wow.
what an easy press for
Absolutely
Cody.
Destroyed it. He just
That was 167.5. I think we're going to see maybe 172, 175, maybe 3 reds on there. That's a big bench at 74.
Did that come out to 375?
175 kilos is 386.
386.
So I think in that ballpark range we're going to see. We're going to wrap it back around now to finish up the last round of bench press for this morning.
Interesting that she didn't. No, did she use the blocks? I
believe so.
on the first attempt. There was somebody who didn't use them on the first attempt, and starting on the second attempt, they started them.
So this is Miranda. Miranda is a very strong lifter. Just needs to
listen to the command.
Listen to the commands, tighten up a little bit, and calm down a little bit. She's plenty strong to do this.
Without a doubt. Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It was good, come on.
So she's plenty strong. That's just she got a little bit in her head there. That can be cleaned up, and I bet she'll nail that next time.
She's still got a total going, though.
Still got a total, though.
We're still in the meet. She gets to deadlift, put up a total.
That is right. It happens. You got to... Powerlifting is a slow grind. But if you stick with it long enough, eventually you'll be refined down. And you'll be just an execution machine. Vanessa Panzino is up next. 70 kilos here.
Have you ever had to be saved by the face savers?
In a meet, no, I have not. But I've seen people who definitely have had their life saved by them. Vanessa Penzino, that's gonna be a no lift there. Just a little bit too much today, but she'll be credited with 67.5. You can't be mad at that.
I think she got all she could, honestly.
Yeah.
If I'll be honest.
All you can ask to do is just wring out what you've got on meet day. Just wring it out.
Patty for her third bench.
Take whatever's there.
Really hope she gets this. It looked like she struggled a bit, but I am certain that she's got the strength to do it. She just maybe psych herself out. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick.
Let's go, Patty!
Hector's got to root for his friend there. Got Patty. That was pretty nice, Hector. I like that one.
I'm glad.
80 kilos, looking for redemption.
Come on.
Oh, it's not going to be there today, but once again, you can't be mad. 77.5. Bench the most you could.
Yeah.
That's literally the most she
right
could
out
bench
the
today.
gate.
So that's
If you're going back and watching this, I'm proud of you, Patty. You're doing great. Mansour Kapasi,
that's right.
our premier master lifter.
That's right. 92.5, electing for a 5-kilo jump. Going to show us how it's done. There will be a 10-minute break between squat and deadlift, just like there was between, 10-minute break between bench press and deadlift. Apologies.
What? Oh, yeah, we're already done.
Yeah, we are flying through this.
Absolutely.
Spiders are very good. Mansour Kapasi, 92.5, gets the start command.
Come on. Toward your face.
Just
Not
a little
like
bit
that.
too much.
All
The 90 might have been there, but still not a bad day finishing 2 for 3 on the bench.
Squeezed the most out of that 2.5, increment that he could.
That's right.
So weird, because you could maybe have had 298 and a half, but you'll never know.
Yeah. That's why you just got to get back to work and find out next time.
Yes, sir.
Thomas Riggs.
220 pounds on the bar.
That is right. Thomas Riggs, 100 kilos. Oh, that looks good.
I think he can do it.
Was his butt
is he
up, though?
gonna-
It's difficult for us to see by this angle. Let's see what the refs say. That's a good lift, 2-1.
Nice, and they only gave him some downward movement, maybe soft lockout.
Something like that. Yeah, indicated by the blue number 2 underneath there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, good enough, and Thomas remains perfect on the day. 6 for 6 after bench.
Wow.
Gage Woods here is our equipped lifter. So this is common what you might see in equipped lifting. You got his opener, went up, missed it, couldn't quite finish it, then went up. That's usually indicative of adjusting the apparel to be a little bit more supportive. You can bring that collar down, or maybe the weight was too light to be able to get in the groove. It's a very fickle thing. It's very difficult and hard to explain, but he's going to try to bring it down.
Yeah.
No,
nope.
that one is a little
Okay.
bit too much. But he got his opener, so
So as you can see there, he got it off his chest right away. That's right where the shirt helps you out, but he doesn't have the strength.
you got to be able
finish out
to
that lift.
carry that momentum into the transition, turn the corner, so to speak.
Some tricep work will help him out.
That's right. The equip bench is a highly technical lift to execute properly. Bar is loaded for Angel Flores, looking to finish 3 for 3.
%, 110 kilos for 110%.
That's right. Give it all.
You got it, Angel.
So this was 107.5 was a little tough, so elected just to take the bare minimum increase. This is 242 pounds. Gets the command. Nice press. Just a bit too much there. You can't ask for more. Like I said, if you press something, go up to and miss it, that's still a win in my book. Because the ultimate, what you're trying to do on meet day is to lift the most you can today. And Angel did that on bench. We're down to our
Very
final
proud of it.
5 bench presses of the morning. Bar is loaded for Leonard.
Leonard. I really like this guy.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get to know somebody watching them lift, but you get to know their lifts, and I don't know, you can just be like, hey, I like that, I don't like that. And I like the way he sets up, takes his time, you know, but isn't like showy about it. He just
Right.
kind of gets what he needs, gets real tight,
Get to work.
locks it in.
Leonard Palazzo gets the butt set, start command.
Like I said, kind of shaky, looks like he's falling apart, and then it just like makes its way up, you know?
That's right.
It's
Very
that's
solid
what
third
I love
bench.
To see. I love to see
Good
that.
lift. And I'm pretty excited about that one. Running back here, jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Leonard looks pretty psyched. All right, we got Ashley Andrews here looking for a big bench here, 275 pounds. Looking to finish 6 for 6 and perfect on the bench.
6 for 6 and perfect.
Bars loaded for Ashley Andrews. Was successful at 264 pounds on her second attempt. And here comes Ashley. Former student at Texas A&M University.
So far, we only have 3 people from the meet so far that have gone 6 for 6. It'd be really nice to add another one to that.
Join the club, Ashley.
Join the club.
We like green squares on our score sheets. Gets the start command. Good descent. Oh, that's a good press.
Beautiful.
That's a nice bench. And she should be real pleased with that one. I know she had some issues come up that actually kept her out of the gym for a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's that's pretty demoralizing in itself whenever you can't get in the gym. Anybody who competes knows that if you take a week off, you're behind the 8 ball. You take 3 weeks off, yeah, that's tough to get back.
Tough.
You can't cram for powerlifting, ladies and gentlemen.
You really cannot.
It's a slow burn. All right, so we've got the adjustment man here, Carlos.
You think it was that easy?
Let's
The
see.
second attempt.
Let's see. Maybe they make another adjustment. I mean, there was
maybe
a pretty big difference from first to second. So.
Maybe he's taking that momentum. You know.
Yeah.
I sure hope he does.
Currently in first place here. Got a battle with Leonard.
Come on, nah.
No, that
I
one,
mean, it was a little desperate on that one. I'll be honest. I've thrown a couple Hail Marys like that myself.
Sometimes you just gotta send it.
You just gotta send it. He didn't care. He was like, butt off the bench, feet up. Doesn't matter. I want to get this.
Try
up.
it, just lock it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't even like care about the meet sometimes. You're just like, I want to get this for me. Gym PR, well, whatever.
Let's just see if I'm close. All right, we're down to our final 2 benches here. Callum Hurst going 152.5. Very small jump, 2.5 kilos the minimum from his second attempt.
I think Callum and Cody came here together, and they're competing against each other. And
That's pretty cool. Just bring your competition with you, huh?
feed them well the
Yeah,
night
both,
before, you know.
Both juniors.
Nice. Very solid bench. I think you got it.
Yes.
Good lift. Yeah, dude, it's wonderful having somebody to push you like that, somebody close.
Oh,
that's
yes.
like even with you. You know, that was me and Mario, the
Mhm.
current head rep. Whenever I was in college with him, you know,
Right.
same weight class, same size. We just always, you know, we helped each other out, but we were also like,
You can push each other to things you didn't think possible.
for sure.
Cody Hartman, last bench press of the morning, 172.5. We're not that far off. This is about 380 pounds. We thought we were going to put 3 reds on there, but not quite. Just 1 tick below it.
Oh, goodness. Just 1 point. Yeah, just barely off. I think the last 2 just exploded off his chest. I'm sure this will be much the same.
Oh, that was good.
Did his butt come off the bench?
Let's see what the referees say. That's a good lift, 2-1.
All right, well,
All right, we're moving on to deadlift now. We will get the platform set up for deadlift, and then we will be taking a 10-minute break, ladies and gentlemen.
once again, thank you for tuning in. It's been wonderful having you. Wish you were here with us, though. It's the environment's lovely. It's only like half full in here, but everybody that is here is providing plenty of energy. just cheering on everybody. Everybody's being real nice, and I just love the environment. The environment's so nice today.
It is pretty good. This has been quite a good environment for our lifters here today.
Really appreciate chopping it up with you, bud.
That's right, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back for deadlift. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me here in Austin, Texas, Liberation Barbell Club. This is the Austin Fall Frenzy. We're about to start deadlifting here for the morning session. Rachel Madrigal will be our first lifter. I believe my former co-host Hector Bustillos is going to be working weigh-ins for the afternoon session, so you're just with me. It's like a late-night jazz radio station. All righty, let's get this thing going. Bar is loaded. Oh, that's a pretty easy lift for Rachel. Hey, he's back.
It's time for my favorite lift. Let's go, deadlift. I got to help with weigh-ins here in a bit, but I'll watch this and commentate while I can.
All right.
I really love deadlifts.
We appreciate you. Okay,
Just going to plug myself real quick. My name is Lat Daddy on Instagram, LatDaddie. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, but I just did. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to check out my deadlifts. I feel like I deadlift quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to see your lats.
My lats?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think those are on there, too, if you want to see them.
Yeah.
Kristen Gaston.
Yes, lifting in our new adaptive athlete division that we just launched here in USA Powerlifting earlier this year for those that might not be able to, for reasons outside their control, perform the lifts. They're still held to the same standard or so on as far as time and everything else. Let's see, she's got 20 seconds or so. She got plenty of time. There you go. That's easy work for Kristen.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Do adaptive lifters, do they have to weigh in with their equipment?
I'm not sure. I have to double check the rules there. I don't know if that's in there now, but you love to see it.
Yeah, I do love to see it. For paralifters, I think there's ratios that are used for any amputations.
That's
that you
right.
might have.
Yeah, for to be able to kind of mathematically factor in if that appendage was still present. Bar is loaded. We got old Kaylin Gallegos here.
T-shirt rule. I'm not a fan of the T-shirt rule.
Yeah, you just want to show your lats off.
I just want to show off my back, my chest on deadlift. You know? Ooh.
87.5.
Easy peasy.
Extremely easy opening attempt. That's a good lift. You can hear those deadlifts banging and clanging back here for the Flight B warming up. Lisa Dam. 90 kilo opening lift. Got a second session starting at 2:30 Central this afternoon. Very technically proficient deadlift for Lisa.
Very easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, in the afternoon we got big old boys. We got a lot of big weights coming at you later today.
Always.
These are big weights as well, but
They get bigger.
They get bigger.
Bar is loaded for Allison.
Really excited I get to ref that.
Yeah? It's always fun to be able to be front row and center for the really, really big ones.
Let's go, Miss Goodry.
Cool, calm, and collected opener.
Looks like she's being a little cautious on the movement.
That's right. We got it.
Anusha Mahid with 107.5 kilos on the bar. Not quite loaded yet, but once it is, she'll get up there and take it out. Sure.
Bar is loaded for Anusha Majid. About 237 pounds or so. Nice deadlift. Over there in the wings, we got the Vice President of USA Powerlifting, Mr. Johnny Graham, has made an appearance.
On screen?
Yeah, he was just over there in the little waiting area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's out front.
Terrifies me. that
Yeah?
man. Yeah, a little bit.
Johnny's a national treasure.
I mean, he's a tall black man with a loud voice. He's lovable, but also he yells really loud.
He's also in charge for the most part. Natasha Greenwood, 115 kilo opening deadlift attempt. This is 254 pounds.
Technically my boss whenever I'm volunteering at these things, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Easy lift, nice, solid, controlled.
Yes, and that's a good lift. 3 white lights.
Really think we're going to race through these deadlifts. I might be able to knock them all out before we even start weigh-ins.
Those spotters and loaders are going quite fast. Bar is loaded. What is that? Coach Jordan Glenn eating a banana in the coach's box over there? Claudia Romero, 130 kilos. Kind of a tough opener, but good nonetheless. 3 white lights. Bar is loaded for Madison Pomeroy, 132.5. Oh, she stomps the platform. She's excited to be here, Hector.
I love that interview.
Yeah. She's pumped to be here, lifting in that new 76 kilo class. Very nice. She looks pleased with that one. I think she's got a bright future ahead in the sport.
Soft knees on that one, I think.
That'd be a red card.
Yeah.
Blue is a hitch or a downward movement. So it could be an instance of the referee pushing the wrong button, but nonetheless, it's a good lift.
I think sometimes whenever the lifters shrug a bit at the top, like you see it come up and then back down, and that might be like a little.
That's true. But that's allowed as defined in the rule book.
Yes, sir.
Reedy Santro, 140 kilos. This is 308 pounds. This is a big deadlift. A triple bodyweight deadlift or so?
Good night.
No, we're not quite. We're getting there.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, we'll probably see
we'll
it. This is really good. 145 kilos here for Gabby. Bar is loaded for Gabby Polanco. Gabby had a pretty impressive squat earlier today.
Her bench as well. She had high arch, real small range of motion. She was quick with it on the second attempt. She may have missed her third, but I think, she got what she could.
That was a nice conventional deadlift there.
Good night. That was quick. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Progressive Overload Dallas?
I actually haven't, but shout out to Robbie Abi Faraj. He was at A&M with me. We both studied electrical engineering there, and he is a co-owner of Pod.
Oh, dang. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
wild.
So I support them through him.
Wow. All right. Again, Vanessa Johnson, our push-pull lifter, 84 kilos. Solid lift.
Very solid. Let's see what that. Good lift.
How much is that in pounds?
What was the weight there? 147.5. That's about 325 pounds or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. We're getting up there.
We are getting up there. We got Halisa Hernandez here, 160. This is 352 pounds.
Far and away, she's got the best forecasted total out of anybody.
Yes.
The highest subtotal out of everybody. Right? Maybe. Yeah.
Debatable.
Can't
But this
quite
is
see it.
this is the top of the order on Flight A, round 1.
Goodness.
Made
so
easy work of that one. That's 3 white lights.
I blinked.
Can't blink. Can't blink during deadlifts, Hector.
No.
You know this.
I know this.
All right, wrap it back around here for Rachel.
80 kilos here, jumping up about 22 pounds from her opener.
Oh, that was nice.
Real easy.
Yeah, looks like coached by Jordan Glenn, who's still working on that banana over there. How long does it take? Come on, he was doing that on the openers, and he's at the scoring table over there, still got it in his hand. Yeah, can't be cramping on meet day. You know, you got to have that potassium intake, even for a coach. Bar is loaded for our adaptive athlete here, Kristen. Just a modest jump here of 2.5 kilos over her opening attempt. Starting to see her more and more here at meets in Texas. I first saw her at a meet down in San Antonio at Texas Strength Systems. We have a lot of meets down there. So she's making the rounds and competing, and that's what we'd love to see it. There you go.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Love to see it.
Yeah, coach smiling over there on the side, and that should be a good lift. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I actually know her from my restaurant.
Yeah?
I've seen it. Yeah, I'm a server sometimes, and I've had her table solo like twice, 2 or 3 times. So it's cool to see her here. You know, it's weird to see people out in real life and then see them at events like this. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's crazy. Lisa Dam.
Real life is
97
always
and up.
better.
Is it? Than the meat?
It's more truthful.
I don't know. I like meats though.
Yeah.
I'd rather be here.
Lisa Dam, 97.5. Pulling hook grip, the double overhand.
That was no problem. Let's see what Kyle goes to for a third.
Can we maybe put some weight on there, please?
Yes. Warm-ups were about 25 minutes ago or so. Loaded it up for Gallegos, 102.5. Quite a nice jump here, Hector.
Goodness, yeah. I just now saw that. That's wild. It's a
Yeah.
lot. But I think she's got it. The first one looked real solid, real easy. But she seems like she's new. So I'm not.
You're the shoe guy. What's she rocking there?
I'm not.
Those look a little vintage to me. I like them. That deadlift was even better. Very calm. Shoot for the moon. There's a
Yeah.
lot left in there.
Oh, without a doubt. I don't think she's really pushing herself too
Not
much
at
on
all.
that, honestly. Which is fine. You know, whatever you want to do. It's your meat.
That's right. You can put in whatever weights you want.
But I sure hope she goes up a lot.
Yeah.
I think she's got it.
Bar is loaded for Allison here.
I'm not really a shoe guy. It's just like whenever I do see good competition shoes,
You gotta appreciate it.
I make a note. And I'm like, okay, you know, maybe those are good. I could try them out.
Yeah. See what people are doing. Let's go, Allison here. 10-kilo
Go.
jump. Slow and controlled. Just lets that breath out at the top, and it's just like, thank goodness I'm done.
Yeah.
3 white lights for Allison.
Yeah, she's really taking her time, and I'm sure she doesn't need to, but maybe, you know, that's the
Patience
only
is
way
a
to get it
virtue,
up.
especially on the deadlift.
Especially the sumo deadlift.
That is right. Bar is loaded here for Anusha. Easy peasy deadlift there at 254 pounds. Doesn't even look at the lights. She knows she got it.
Easy. So on the placement down there, can our viewers see that?
Yes, they can.
Okay, so what does the little symbol by the first mean?
It's an arrow indicating that this lifter is currently in first, and if they're successful with this lift, they'll stay in first.
Solid.
This gives you
Good
a little bit of idea of if the lift is for anything, you know.
Yeah.
Is this
so
to
for,
move
like,
up and whatever? It'll be real important on third deadlifts if people are jockeying around for position to try to finish higher. That looks like a pretty easy lift for Natasha, and it was 3 white lights. Here we have Madison, one of arguably the happiest lifters of the day.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed seeing her come out. You know, she was a little not even discouraged after her first squat went awry. She just hopped back out.
It was just a command
smiling,
issue.
Ready to
Oh,
go.
look at that. She comes out. You can tell she's really feeling that platform. She's feeling that vibe. We might have made a fan here for the sport of powerlifting in this young Madison.
Yeah, see her shrug at the top. I think
Yeah.
that may have caught our hit judge on the last one.
Yeah, possibly.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
bar is allowed by rule to descend a little bit as a result of kind of locking it out like that. But yeah, it could have. I mean, you got these hairline calls. They're going to go one way or another.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
But that was a good lift for Madison. We'll see what she cranks it up to on her third.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying that it was against. I'm saying
Yeah.
that he was confused it for like
Right.
actual downward movement rather than like just shrugging it. But
That's why we have 3 referees.
that's why we have 3.
Claudia Romero, 140 kilos here, 308 pounds, very solid pull. It's a nice second attempt there.
I don't know if we have much more in there. I'll be honest, but it may just be heavy.
Yeah.
She has the strength, but it's just heavy.
Some people are just grinders.
Me.
Yeah, you're a grinder?
All 3 of my third lifts at my last meet, they were slow. All right, well, we got Riti for her second deadlift, only went up 5 kilos, which I mean, only. It sounds like, these are small increments, seemingly, but whenever it's in kilos to pounds, it's actually a considerable amount, especially when you're considering we're going all out. Good lift for Riti. I mean, it looks good. It is. All right.
It's quite a good lift.
Man, I got to miss out on third deadlifts. That's the most upsetting thing.
Yeah, you got to report for duty in about 7 minutes there, huh? Part of the job, the glory that is volunteering as a referee.
I mean, I just like being here. I like the people. I like the environment.
We certainly do have the best people. Vanessa Johnson, 152.5. This is about 336 pounds. Very solid pull. And that's 3 white lights. Gabby Polanco is up next.
Well, thanks for having me, Scott. Appreciate letting me commentate.
Always.
It's been a fun time, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it so far.
Hector's going to go work.
I'm going to go work.
You'll be stuck with me for the remainder of this session. Thank you, Hector.
Thank you.
All right, it's just me and you, folks, out there in YouTube land. We got Gabby Polanco here, 155, 342 pounds, second attempt. Getting her mind right before this lift. Sets the grip, pulls down. Strong lift, kept it in the groove. She should be pleased with that one. That's a good lift, 2-1. Good enough. All right, this is the final deadlift of round 2. We're loading up for Elisa Hernandez. 175 kilos, 3 very pretty red plates on there. So bar is loaded for Hernandez. Yeah, she looks ready for this one. 15-kilo jump was warranted after that very easy opening attempt. Gets the shoulders loose. Gets set. Oh, man. Yeah, we should see over a 400-pound deadlift on that from her for the rest of the day, and that looks good, and she knows it. Quite easy. Okay, we're wrapping it back around here for round 3 of the deadlifts. We're going to drop it back down for Rachel Madrigal, who's calling for 87.5. It's about a 15-pound jump over what she did on her second. Want to get that bar cleaned for every lifter as best we can. The lifter goes in there, they chalk their hands up, and they go out there and grab it, and they'll cake up that bar and fill the knurling with chalk. So it's one of the most important jobs is that back spotter on the deadlift, because he's usually the guy that drives the jack and brushes the bar. Rachel Madrigal is up next. And she will not be credited for that one, but she made her first 2 and finishes with a 7 for 9 day. Not bad at all. Next, we have Kristen going up 2.5 kilos here to 90 kilos. Bar is loaded for Kristen. Kristen is lifting in our newly minted adaptive athlete division here at USA Powerlifting that allows athletes to compete who may not have the ability to compete under the normal technical rules. We have a place for you here at USA Powerlifting. "20 seconds left, plenty of time for Kristen. Let's go, Kristen.
Oh, easy work. Easy work. No problem at all there. And that earns 3 white lights. You'd love to see it.
Okay, we're ramping it up here for Lisa.
107.5. This is about 237 pounds.
Get that bar all cleaned up. Bars loaded for Lisa.
Spotters and loaders today are flying through this.
$107.5. Lisa's looking to cap off a 9-for-9 day.
And that was pretty easy. They left a lot more on the tank there.
Come on, Kyle.
And a perfect 9-for-9 day for our junior lifter there, Lisa.
Allison is up next, competing in our 63 kilo class. Bar is loaded for Allison. Allison was successful at 231 pounds on her second attempt. This is 242 pounds, so 11 pounds more, 5 kilos. Keep it in close. Oh, she's got that one. There she goes. That looked good to me. Let's see what the refs say. That is a good lift, 2-1. And she finishes the deadlifts 3 for 3. Okay, we're loading it up now just a little bit more to 112.5. Oh, just a little bit too much there, but she'll be credited with her second at 102.5. Not a bad day. We're going to crank it up here for Anusha Majid. 122.5, making a 7.5 kilo jump. Pretty modest jump there. Matches her first one from her first to her second. Make sure that bar is scrubbed down really nice and clean, free of all chalk for the best possible grip. Bar is loaded. Oh, she left quite a lot out there on the tank today. But she finishes the deadlift 3 for 3. Up next is Natasha Greenwood. 132.5 kilos. 7 kilo jump here. This is just over, what is it? No, not quite. 132.5. About 290 pounds, give or take a little bit. Bar is loaded for Natasha Greenwood. slow off the floor, but keeps the speed up throughout the lift. That should be good. And it is. 3 for 3 finish for Natasha. All right, the happiest lifter in this session, Madison Pomeroy, 140 kilos. This is 308 pounds. So this will allow her to cross the 300-pound barrier on her deadlift. Bars loaded for Madison. Looks so happy to be out there. It's a good day when you get to compete in powerlifting. Oh, she's got that one, yes. Yes, she does. Doesn't even need to look at the lights because it's a good lift. 3 white lights, finishing 3 for 3 on the deadlift, and a very nice, shiny 308-pound pull. Claudia Romero is up next. 147.5. This is 325 pounds or so. Bar is loaded for Claudia. Gets those feet set, pulling the sumo style. Locks in the grip, pulls hard, breaks it off the floor. Can she turn the corner? Oh, not quite today. Very close. She'll be credited with 308 on her second. Reedy Sandra has elected just to increase it up also slightly, 2.5 kilos. Reedy Santra. This is about 325 pounds as well. Chief referee Keone gets the bar situated and calls it loaded. $147.5. She is in second place, and this will keep her in second place in the Women's Raw Open division. Not quite there today, but you can't be mad with 145 on the second. That means she wrung out her deadlift as much as she could. She should be proud of that performance. Vanessa Johnson is the next lifter competing in her push-pull division. 3 more deadlifts left for Flight A. And then we will run right into Flight B deadlifts. Bar is loaded for Vanessa Johnson. Very solid third pull. This is 353 pounds. Oh, that's a no lift 2-1. It looks like they might have got her for some downward movement. But she certainly had the strength for that, and she should be able to get that one next time. Bar is loaded. For Gabby Polanco. Looking to finish 3 for 3 today on the deadlift. And will be your 52 kilo open champion for the day. Sets that grip nice and tight. Sits down, pulls hard. Back into it, turns the corner. Not quite today. She gave a hell of an effort there. Doing the very classy thing. Thanking the referees for volunteering their time to come out here today to Austin, Texas and officiate some great lifting.
All right, this is the final deadlift of Flight A. Elisa Hernandez, 185 kilos on the bar. That back spotter there is brushing it down real good, removing all the chalk, debris, whatever else might be on that bar. Bar is loaded for Elisa. Gets her mind right, sets that grip. All of her deadlifts have been so explosive and quick today. Let's see if she can finish strong. Oh, not quite there today. Looks like she's maybe losing a little consciousness there. It happens sometimes whenever you're pulling really, really hard. She should be okay. I mean, she'll be credited with an incredible deadlift there of 175 kilos. That was quite fast. Okay, we're going to wrap it back around here. We're starting Flight B, the Bravo flight. Deadlift 1. Miranda Duncan will be our lifter. Thank you all for joining us here on this live stream at the Austin Fall Frenzy. Bar is loaded for Miranda. Quite an easy lift for Miranda there. Easy money. Our Masters lifter, Mansour Kapasi, is up next. Mansour is competing in our Masters 1 division here. Getting that bar ready for your opening attempt. Bar is loaded for Mansour. Oh, that was quite easy. He made easy work of that for sure. That's what you like to see. Vanessa Panzino is up next. Bar is loaded for Vanessa. Very solid, easy deadlift for Vanessa. Let's see what she goes up to. That was 157. That was about 350 pounds or so, 348. Ashley Andrews, Central Texas royalty. Coming out of Copperas Cove, former student of Texas A&M. A highly decorated lifter. Bar is loaded for Ashley. That's an easy opening deadlift for Ashley. She has plenty more in the tank. I'm excited to see where that'll go. Angel Flores is up next. 170 kilos. This is 374 pounds or so, 75.
that doesn't show up on the test.
Okay, well, if it's not a quality, or if it's not a water test,
But look at your paperwork.
I have to write it. Well, she told me, like, I didn't even ask.
Sorry about that. I had to step out to address some technical issues, but we're back. Got Cody Hartman here, 225 kilos, 496 pounds. Gets tight. Oh, ratchets that thing up really fast. That's a good lift, 3 white lights for Cody. Bar is loaded for Callum Hurst, 230 kilos. This is 507 pounds. That's a good lift for Callum. Carlos Mata is up next. $250 kilos here on the opening attempt for Carlos. This is 551 pounds. It's quite a lot for this lifter that weighs 66 kilos. 551. This is the heaviest deadlift in round 1. Sits down. Very crisp lockout. That's a good lift. All right, we're going to wrap it back around here. We're going to drop the bar down to 110 kilos. Miranda Duncan is the lifter. This is 242 pounds. Bar is loaded. Quite an easy pull for Miranda. And that's a good lift, 3 white lights. Up next is Mansour Kapasi. Bar is loaded for Mansour Kapasi. Very nice second attempt there for our master lifter. Just need a decision from that side referee. There it goes. That's a good lift for Mansour. Bar is loaded for Vanessa. And that's a good lift for Vanessa. Up next is Ashley Andrews. Taking a small jump of 7.5 kilos here to 177.5. This is about 396 pounds or so, just a hair under 400. Actually, no, it's about 390. Apologies. Bar is loaded for Ashley. Nice lift for Ashley. The referees say that it is good. Angel Flores is up next. Made a 15-kilo jump, 33 pounds. Quite a large jump here. To 185, it's 407 pounds. Getting psyched out for this second attempt at 407. Crowd's cheering. Technical patient deadlift. Textbook. Quite good. That's a good lift. Patricia is up next at 185. Also 407 pounds. Bar is loaded. £407. Your current leader in the 84-kilo class. Pulls that thing up there with authority. That should be good, and it is. Bar is loaded for Thomas Riggs here, 190 kilos. About 418 pounds here on the bar for his second attempt.
Solid lift for Thomas. Waiting on that right referee. We'll get the decision soon. There it is. And that's a good lift. Leonard is up next. Currently sitting in second place in the 66 kilo class. Bar is loaded. Leonard here, 507. A healthy 15 kilo jump here. Pulling double overhand hook grip. Had a hard time breaking it off the floor there. The sumo deadlift like that in that style, if you can break it off the floor, you can probably be able to get it up, but not quite there today. He'll have another shot at it on his third if he wants it. Bar is loaded for Cody Hartman, 240 kilos. .240 kilos. Second attempt. This is 529 pounds. For this junior 74 kilo lifter. Gets the grip set nice and tight. Got to dig your feet in hard. Pulls the slack out, sits down, locks it out. He should be credited with that lift. And he is. 3 white lights. Callum Hurst wants 245. This is about 540 pounds. Bar is loaded for Callum Hurst. 540 pounds. Just a little bit over what he squatted. That's an easy deadlift, and he knows it. That smile at the top says it all. 3 white lights. The final deadlift of the day for round 2 is 265 kilos for Carlos Mata. This is 584 pounds. It's important and cool and relevant because at your gym back home, this is about 6 45-pound plates on each side, so it really hangs out there. But those kilos from Alico just pack it in so tightly, and there's plenty of more space in that bar to load even more reds. Carlos Mata here. A 66-kilo lifter pulling 265. This is quite a lot. And that's why he's your current leader in the 66-kilo class. Oh, let's see if he's going to get that. He kind of lost his balance forward, and yeah, he's not going to finish that. That one just lost his balance. It was just a technical issue, and he'll be able to have an opportunity to right that on his third attempt, which we are now beginning. This is third attempts. So this is the last round of deadlift of the morning session. Miranda Duncan, 125 kilos. This is 275 pounds. Got to make sure you get that bar so nice and clean. Lifter's third attempt deadlift is very important. Can be used to make or break placing. Miranda Duncan looking to go 3 for 3 here today in the deadlift. Locks it out. Referees say it's a good lift, and she finishes 3 for 3 on the day there. Mansour Kapasi is up next. Mansour is looking to finish 3 for 3 in the deadlift today as well. 160 kilos. About 352 pounds. Bar is called loaded for Mansour. Got to get that grip set, pulling the traditional mixed grip method. That was quite an easy deadlift for Mansour. He left some kilos out there, but he's happy about it. It was a good day for him. That was a pretty solid 8 for 9 day, only missing his last bench. That's a performance you can hang your hat on. Vanessa Panzino is up next, 170 kilos. Got to make sure that bar is nice and clean, especially on third attempts. Bar is called loaded for Vanessa. Very solid third deadlift, and it deserves 3 white lights. Ashley Andrews is up next. 182.5. This is just over 400 pounds, 402 pounds. So I'm sure a goal of hers today was to pull 400. We're down to our last 8 lifters, if you're following along live on LiftingCast. Ashley Andrews here, 182.5, looking to finish the day strong and 9 for 9. She's been successful on every lift up until this point. Let's see if she can make it a perfect day. Very controlled, steady. That looks good to me. That should cap off a 9 for 9 day with a 400-pound deadlift. Excellent work, Ashley. $192.5. Bar is loaded. Thomas Riggs, 192.5. Looking to finish 9 for 9 today. Sets it down. Solid deadlift. I think he finished 9 for 9, and he did. Excellent day there for Thomas. That's what you want to see. Our next lifter is Angel Flores. Looking to finish 3 for 3 today in the deadlift. Bar is loaded for Angel. Angel, a local lifter here at Liberation Barbell Club. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Can it turn the corner? Not quite today. Awesome effort. that will be there next time. Receives an outstanding applause from the crowd. Up next is Patricia. Quite a big deadlift here, 192.5, and will be your 84 kilo champion today. Bar is loaded for Patricia. Was successful at 407 on the second. Oh, gets it past the knees. Finish at the top. She locks it out. She looks happy to me. Oh, and she got it. Very nice lift at 192.5 for Patricia. All right, up next, 230 kilos for Leonard. Also a hometown favorite. Bar is loaded for Leonard at 507 pounds. Leonard couldn't get this deadlift off the floor on his second. Let's see if he can come out here with some adjustments, break it off the ground, and finish it. Pulls hard, breaks it off. That's it. That's it. That should be a good lift, and it is. That with that style of sumo deadlift, you can. If you can break it off the ground like that, you can usually finish it. Just didn't have enough spunk on that second one and came out with some new energy and was able to blast that up. You love to see it. 507 for Leonard. Down to our final three deadlifts of the day. 245 kilos for Cody Hartman. Cody Hartman is currently in the lead. There's a tight battle with him. And it looks like Callum after. So he needs this to stay in first. Oh, that is not a good lift. So he missed that one. Now Callum has a chance here to pull for the win. This is 255 kilos, 562 pounds. I believe this is actually a little bit more than Callum needs to actually win. I believe he needs 250 kilos here to put him about 640, or maybe 252 if there's a body weight change. But nonetheless, this is for the win in the 74 kilo junior class. Callum Hurst. To pull from silver to gold. That looks locked out to me. Let's see what the referees say. That's a good lift, and Callum was able to pull into the lead at the very end like that. All right, we're down now to our final deadlift, Carlos Mata. $270 kilos, 596 pounds will be the final deadlift of the morning session. Carlos is already your 66 kilo champion. It was successful, or he was able to lock out 265, but has lost his balance forward at the top. So the strength is there, but he wants to ratchet it up the 270 kilos here. Bar is loaded for Carlos. Last deadlift of the morning session. Carlos Mata, 596 pounds. Gets the grip set. Locks it in. Big breath, sits down, breaks it off the ground. Can't turn the corner there. He'll be credited with 250 kilos on his opening attempt, and he should still be your 66 kilo champion. That concludes the morning session lifting here at the Austin Fall Frenzy. Thank you for joining us. Tune back again at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for session 2.